Oh, no, don't see it yet.
Also, yeah, you're gonna hear my phone go off
We're
because
there. It's up.
yeah, we're there.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Let's
Welcome.
go.
Welcome all to the 3rd anniversary episode of Storytime with Scrappy and Friends. My name is ScrappyFan92, and with me today are Harry, Pedriva, Raideran, and returning is the great Sid.
The greatest said.
Hello there.
There he is.
Big man.
French. But not actually.
Oh no, yes, but no, yeah, no, I see where we're going.
Yes, but no.
Women, no.
He said something in French. I couldn't quite catch it though.
I think you said
It was
yes,
very
but
French.
no in French.
Of course, we may know.
So, hi everyone. This is our 91st episode, and we somehow made it 3 years. I'm as surprised as you are.
That's the kind of
Unfortunately, we
beauty.
could not make the anniversary. The B team wasn't strong enough to make the anniversary episode 100.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, they're very close, but yeah.
We just needed to come up with more stuff to read, you know?
And
We
we
had
got
plenty of stuff to read. We just didn't have people for a good portion of the time until the B team debuted.
The B team.
yeah.
Let's go B team.
Guess the was it year one and most of what is it? Like maybe like half of year 2 or whatever. It was mainly us, Nova and Tanner, but at some point, both of those guys just kind of stopped becoming mainstays. So the story time was kind of just in limbo for a while.
Unfortunate.
But now we're no
Yes,
longer
we-
in limbo. We got new meat.
Oh, yeah.
Fresh meat.
So yeah, this year kind of served. Pardon me. This past year served as a bit of a paradigm shift. We expanded our lineup finally.
Very necessary, eh?
Yep.
How many episodes do you think would have even happened this year if you didn't expand the lineup?
I'd rather not think of that.
Not at all. Probably been like 2 episodes.
Would have been an insane anniversary episode, gotta say.
It'll be like 2 minutes. The anniversary will be like 2 minutes long.
And it would still just be you and Scrappy.
It'd be 2 minutes talking about one chapter.
You're like, hey, remember that time back in like August where we just read that one chapter? Yeah, that's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Man, Tanner really likes to be Luigi, huh? Crazy.
Yeah. Cause like,
That'd be like the whole conversation.
yeah.
Yes, and Tanner is not here because he has work.
Yeah.
Work.
Because I always feel like really self-conscious about like asking people to be a part of things, but like yeah, Scrappy asked me to do that like a few times, so it's just like screw it, let's just see what happens.
I definitely think that the way you asked, at least the server that I was on, about it was definitely like a really solid way to do it. You're just like, hey, if you guys want to join, you know.
Maybe that's why you felt intimidated by me. You
Oh,
you had to
maybe.
ask me something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel uncomfortable doing that in general. Like,
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, aside from our usual habits, the reason we are not starting, like I guess our look back at the year 3 stories yet is because year 3 was a bit unconventional. We, as per usual, yeah, stuff that was technically read in the previous year spilled over into what was, I guess, still currently the incumbent year. But yeah, we read a lot of stuff out of order because just certain actors just were not around.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, like we're actually gonna start off with something that was read that we started reading during year 2, but kind of just spilled into year 3 because just we needed certain people around. And that would be Scarlet Devil and Friends at Disney World, a Toho project story.
Yay!
Let's go.
Ho ho.
That was a fun one.
Ho ho.
Toho girls get terrified on Space Mountain. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Xavier wasn't. I could have invited him, but yeah.
I think he's out to see the Mario movie or something.
Mario
Sounds
movie.
about right.
Ruining story time. Ridiculous.
So yeah,
Just having
this
no Mario
story.
be dead without story time.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyways, yeah, this story was one of, I believe, 4 Toho stories we read during year 3. So,
You're welcome.
It was a few.
It was like the only thing we were doing for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, Scrappy wanted short form stories, so
I got them.
I definitely gave them to him. I know what I like.
You sure do.
Just remember, you will pay for your transgressions. Remember that.
I mean, we probably would have read like Madoka Fix at some point, but Scrappy hasn't seen that show.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil the crazy Gen Orobuchi magical girl anime. I respect it.
Oh yes, don't want to spoil the the hot Yuri action for Scrappy.
Oh my god.
That definitely is the main focus of Madoka.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely. What are you
totally.
talking about?
Jesus.
What did Scrappy just say? The things I put up with.
The things I do for love. What are we gonna do with Courage the Cowardly Dog one, huh? Come
Yeah.
on.
Eventually. So this, yeah, the story is exactly what it sounds like. Toho characters go to Disney World, hilarity and heartwarming ensues.
Yeah. It's a nice like short thing though. It's like, you know, this would be a fun short thing for story time. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
And then they did it.
Yep. And then we did it. The end.
And then we got the B team that they like to
The
call
B team.
themselves.
Yeah, let's
Primary.
go.
Hey, to be
What's it
fair,
say?
the B team was also here for the back end of that fic, so
Yeah.
Yep.
it all
was I
comes
gonna say?
together.
Weirdly enough, what I most remember is me just commenting on NFTs.
I do not remember
That's-
any of that.
What? I don't remember this
That must have
either.
been before our time. I would have remembered that.
It was in the session with Xavier. He just
Okay.
Okay.
brought it up for a celebrity, and I just said, if you do NFTs, I'm disowning all of you. So
I see.
just putting that out there for everyone involved right now.
He hates the funny monkey man.
This person was not involved with story time.
I still have no idea what an NFT is.
So, you know
Good.
what
Tell him?
cryptocurrency
Can we
is?
tell him?
No, you don't have to explain it. I really don't care, but I have no. I fail to understand it every time someone tried to explain it to me.
So imagine Bitcoin, but if it was a funny picture. That's what an NFT is.
Oh no. I get it.
It's
Yeah,
a little
that-
more
anyway.
like elaborate than that, but you know.
It's a lot more elaborate than that,
Yeah.
but we can just leave it at that.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Well, it's
All
stupid.
right. Well,
Therefore, I don't need to understand it.
Yep.
I mean, a
Oh,
lot
you
of.
poor
I
butter.
mean, we read a lot of. I mean, a lot of the stuff we do on this show is stupid, but you got to understand that.
Right.
So let's see. We're about 9 minutes in. I think it's time we get to the meat of this episode. Total Drama Equestria.
The
Right
meat
into
of the
that.
episode,
The meat
because
of
that
the
sure
episode.
was a meaty fic.
Acknowledged for sure. I can say that at the very least.
I don't know if Gary still watches Storytime, but he.
I haven't seen him show up in a
he-
while, so I have no idea.
He probably hated how he treated Total Drama Equestria. Let's be honest now.
It's like, these
We,
jerks,
we disrespected that.
these jerks
You,
never
you all
read.
speak for yourselves. I didn't say. I said like hardly any mean words about that story.
I don't think I really said anything poorly about it either.
Honestly, I was probably the meanest one out of all of us.
Oh, absolutely. You were like listening to it the entire time, and like every once in a while, you'd be like, "Oh my god, this sucks. I hate this."
Yeah. I'm not gonna show.
I'm over here just
yeah.
like acknowledged.
Well, because
Yeah.
he's the one playing the games. He's
Yeah.
waiting on us to stop.
He's legitimately just has to hear us go on and on.
So
With us,
I mean,
we have to be
there's also
invested.
that, and also just like the fact that it's long is one thing, but like the fact that like a lot of it was just exposition that didn't really serve much purpose. It's just like it just dragged.
Okay, I
It
will
does make
admit
me wonder.
we did get some total drama content out of it, but by the time we stopped, it wasn't total drama content.
Yeah.
It was thoroughly deep into the writer's own like fanfic lore.
Yeah, and I'm not really
Yeah.
sure you should do that. Like, unless it's like specifically labeled as a sequel or
Or
some
part of another universe.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to like reference other fanfics in a fanfic. Like, it's just no.
I can get that. I think
We just
I
didn't.
I
We
don't,
didn't
I don't
know
have a
it was.
problem. I don't have a problem with referencing previous stuff. It's just that make it relevant.
That's also a
Oh, they
thing.
did.
Yeah.
They did make it relevant. That's why we had to read through all of it.
yeah, it was all part of
Yeah.
some sort of like ongoing plot line.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, this stuff is totally canon to the actual My Little Pony stuff.
Yeah, it's a shame though, because I was fully expecting it to be like some funny fun times or whatever, but it's just, yeah, a lot of it was just kind of nothing.
It could have been funny fun times. That's the point of total drama.
Yeah, I was expecting that, but it's just, God,
It does make me wonder if it
Yeah.
like got better later on though, you know?
maybe.
Yeah.
Because
That is
there's, like,
another question.
tons and
Is this
tons of exposition? It could have gotten better for all we know.
Yeah.
the One Piece of My Little Pony fanfiction?
Oh no, is
God.
this the Fate Zero episode 1 of My Little Pony fan fictions, okay?
I've never watched Fate. I've never
So-
played Fate. I do not know
Fate
what that
Zero-
means.
Fate Zero episode 1 is a 48-minute long episode of characters talking to each other.
What?
That
That's the
sounds
entire
awesome.
episode. They
I mean-
discuss all of the like things that you need to know about the Holy Grail War, and then once episode 2 happens, the show just suddenly becomes one of the greatest things of all time because you already know what's happening. But that first
sounds
episode,
awesome.
that first episode is like so
Oh.
painfully boring that it turns so many people away from the show altogether. So it makes me wonder, like, is Teledrama Equestria actually secretly good? We may never know because
Maybe.
we're probably never gonna go back to it.
I didn't know.
I mean, we can go
Maybe.
back to it on our own time, but
Issue
Imagine
1,
reading.
I
it's
have
probably not gonna happen on the show.
probably not. I mean, I would probably just die.
Oh, you die. Okay, Harry.
Everyone will die.
To do that here playing the game
Got
is the one
him.
who's most offended by the story.
We are all die.
God himself would
Oh
appear.
my god.
God himself will appear and just be like, nah, stop reading this.
So, yeah, for those who don't know, Gary was the person who recommended the story to us on Twitch because, yeah, sometimes our viewers do that. So, yeah, Gary, again, if you are by some chance listening to this episode at any point, we again apologize just for not finishing it.
Yeah.
We just,
It'll be
Well,
one scratch on their record for the rest of time.
well, I could maybe see myself reading through it on my own time just to see how the story progressed. I'm not sure if it was I'm not sure how conducive it would be for our format, if you want to call it that.
If it ends up secretly being amazing, then, you know, that would be something for us to just randomly fall back on.
It would be a very good stopgap story.
Yeah.
A very good
So
one.
long.
Kind of wish Tanner was here for this because he'd have a lot to say about this story as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. He
Yeah.
he didn't even show up in all the sessions. Yes, I guess just provide some, again, for those who haven't seen the episodes or don't look at the playlist, Actually, they're not even in the playlist yet.
I need to sort that out. Yeah.
For those who don't know, 5 sessions for 2 chapters. So,
Yeah, it was.
Wait, was it 5 sessions with 2? Oh my god. I didn't think it was.
Chunky.
I don't
Did we
remember
even
it being
finish
that
the second
bad.
chapter?
yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly think the funniest thing about the whole situation though is just how many views they end up getting on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
how-
are some of the most viewed storytime episodes, period.
Why? Like.
Total Drama and My Little Pony fans are devoted. I'll tell you that much. Good
Dude.
lord.
Do people enjoy me just crapping on the story?
Probably. I mean, to be honest, I feel like that's what most people would think of if they hear like, "Oh man, we're gonna read fan fictions." Ooh.
I mean,
I mean, yeah,
I guess.
fanfiction
To be
kind of
fair.
just is a generally easy topic to shit on.
that's kind
Yeah,
of
but it's
why
not-
that's kind of why we did
that's
this series in the first place, to like not do
To
that.
not do that.
Not
Yeah.
do that.
That's why, like, I mean, I guess that's one other reason why, like, I didn't want to continue Total Drama, because I don't like stories being read on this show where we just kind of dunk on it the whole time.
You don't want to be the evil one.
I guess.
That's okay. Someone else can be mean. Dang. Those snipers
you
sound
you
really
can be
well.
mean on your own time.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Mm.
But
No,
yeah, it was certainly an interesting experience, and if nothing else, I enjoyed it just as a showcase for our vocal range, or lack thereof in my case. But
black.
Mm-mm.
All that I can say is that as the one who was reading a full hour of exposition, it all went through one ear and right out the other. I have no recollection of anything that went down in that chapter.
No, I don't either.
yeah,
It's-
I don't either.
I mean,
All I
a
know
lot
is
of
I
it was
a book.
a lot of it was just kind of white noise. Like,
All I know is that I was a book, and at one point I jokingly read some. I jokingly used like a Snape voice, and people were complaining about it, and I thought that was funny.
I
I
think.
remember
Go on.
pardon me. The story exposited about some of the author's prior stories, and frankly, yeah, I'll look into some of those on my own time because
It
some of
also
them-
went into My Little Pony canon.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it,
like
it
connected
started.
them.
It started with canon, and then when they finished, I think finished the season 3 recap. It went into the fan fiction.
Yeah, I remember when we were like talking about that, and wasn't it like at that point the later seasons hadn't dropped yet or something, or like when they made those fanfics?
Yeah.
The story was made like in 2013 or so. So
Uh,
like the first third of Friendship is Magic was basically done, I guess.
Yeah, I think it only went up to season 3, and then that was it. That was all the writer had.
Yeah, and I think it was like the earlier stuff the writer wrote was like mixed in, but I'm pretty sure they added more stuff later though, right?
I don't
Like they
remember.
just treated the a couple of those original stories just by being like, you know, fake canon. They treated those like fringe things between the seasons. I feel like they talked about something.
Fake
They
canon.
talked about how
I'm
they
sorry.
talked about
No, I'm sorry. Fake canon is just really funny.
You like that, eh?
They
Yeah,
explained
sometimes you
some
gotta
things
come up
about-
with those kinds of words, you know. I play Neptunia.
Yes,
There's so many fake canons.
oh gosh. They
The
explained
two
Twilight's
endings.
yes, they explained
Conquest
Twilight's love
ending? Let's
interest.
go.
They explained Twilight's love interest, Spike's heretofore unseen brother, and some other stuff. And yeah, I think that was it. And
They
yeah,
brought
I
back
guess
Tiruk before Tiruk was brought back in canon.
They could see the future, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Magnificent
I thought that
writer.
was crazy.
the authors were nothing if not ambitious. My personal highlight for the story, I guess, was honestly Chris McClane. Like the character himself and Tanner's performance were just funny.
Of course, of course. I like how the horses that were like basically like what's the
Balls.
word? Huh?
Nothing. I'm just talking about the game. Don't mind me.
Oh, okay. I like how the whichever ponies were basically also like broadcasters or announcers were slowly but surely becoming more evil as time went on too.
It was-
Queen Celestia and Luna.
Yeah, no, they're princesses.
Yeah, the princesses.
Well, I wouldn't know.
Doesn't
I
make
don't
any
watch My
sense.
Little Pony.
Aha! The fun has been doubled. That's like the only line from Luna I remember.
I forgot that was a Luna line.
Yeah, because like, there's a full episode where like the characters have to show her what fun is.
Why don't they
That's,
just watch
bad.
that one episode of SpongeBob?
F is for friends who do stuff together.
U is for you and me.
And is for anywhere and anytime at all.
In the deep blue sea. F is for fire that burns down the whole town, used for uranium bombs. N is for no
Raid Shadow Legends!
survivors. Love that song. I wish it just ended right after we said no survivors, though. That'd be so much funnier.
Yeah, I'd say the whole lineup of hosts that Total Drama Equestria had was a highlight. So I think that's about as much. I think that's about as much I have to say on the matter. I guess it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't the first crossover story we read on Storytime? It might have been. Like, I mean, I guess Darker Nights technically was, but
I mean, maybe. I don't know if you're really gonna
Yeah, I think
count
it-
that.
Well, I
It
know
might.
one thing for sure. I sure don't know any of them, so.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
Darker
Total
Knight
Drama
was before your
Equestria is
time.
the only one
It
I'm
might-
aware of.
It might be. I can't think of anything else.
just give me a moment. I have the year 2 listed.
Yeah, you have the
Somewhere.
you have the archives.
There we are. Yeah, I think it was the first like proper crossover story, unless you want to count the Disney World story, but that was just a real place that just happened to have fictional
Yeah, I wouldn't really.
guess that's
representations of
true.
fictional characters.
I wouldn't.
That's a crossover between real life and fiction.
Which is
Oh,
funny,
gosh.
because Toho is fiction and Disney is real life.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was the first proper crossover we ran in Storytime, and it was certainly interesting. And I think I came away learning things, and I would like to. I will apply some lessons from the story when I write like bigger ensemble fics, which will happen one day.
I mean, I'll say this about it. Like, it is kind of gotten me interested in maybe watching Total Drama Island at some point, maybe.
Oh, you should. It's so funny.
So that's something.
It's like the most poorly aged cartoon ever, but that's what makes it so funny. Like, there's
Dude.
some truly disgusting humor in that show. But like
Oh,
now
dude,
it's
I don't
like-
doubt. I don't doubt that Total Drama would be the show to drop an R word.
Oh,
didn't.
yeah.
I don't
They
think
didn't.
they do.
They never
No.
did.
Yeah.
There's that classic scene where Lizzie flips off Heather. That was a beautiful scene.
Oh my god.
Of course, you know, Total Drama's got to be like legitimately gross with like puke and stuff. There's that one scene where characters were like swapping puke. That was pretty
Oh, that
Oh.
sounds fun.
yeah. That's the Total Drama experience.
Oof.
I'm 12 years old.
I find that funny.
Anyways.
Story of my life.
Anyways. So after that, again, we read like 3 things before the year 2 anniversary that had to get carried over, and the third one was Future Mario Brothers, which is technically something we kind of finished recently, but we started it like over a year ago.
Yeah.
I actually
that
don't
was-
remember anything about it.
Predominantly a Tanner and me story. Tanner's not here, so
I remember liking
the
the story.
floor.
I like how just it was completely unapologetic for with its setting. Like, it just went all in on it. Also, poor
feel like-
Luigi, goddamn.
Yeah, like I know I was there for at least one chapter. I don't think I was really doing much there though. I just remember Luigi being like, he felt like the real protagonist there. There's like a bunch of stuff going on with him.
He like got destroyed by like a Kong or something at one point.
Yeah, he got his shit kicked in.
God.
Yeah, pardon me. It was something I definitely enjoyed when I read it, nearly 15 years ago now. And yeah, it's fun to revisit. Like, yeah, I enjoyed just how, like, of all the quote-unquote dark fics of, like, children's media on the site, this one might be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Big
all in the
sequels.
execution.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get to experience it, so I have nothing to say, you know?
You should
Lovely.
give it. It's only 6 chapters, not finished. You never
think
will
I
be at this
read.
point.
I can't believe I've been here for a whole year and people still think I read.
Oh, hi, Pitt. So,
People read books. People read books without pictures.
What the heck?
How do you do that?
Yeah, how do they know what's going on?
let's see. I forgot what I was gonna say. It was a fun story. We got some. It was nice to get back into the groove of voicing Mario because it'd been a while for me. And yeah, definitely interesting interpretation of Mario. I'll say that.
Oh, it sure was. Tanner definitely hit it off with some riffing there.
Yeah.
My favorite riff from Tanner had nothing to do with Mario, but Waluigi just making a impromptu cameo.
My favorite.
Waluigi makes everything better, okay?
My favorite part was just whenever Tanner would just say like reading edgy Mario fan fiction.
Mom comes in, you're like, Ma, don't look, I'm reading edgy Mario fanfics.
Tanner had a very tsundere reaction to that whole story.
That's a funny way to put it.
He insulted it, but he kind of loved it, so tsundere.
That's one way to describe it. Yeah.
So yeah, I really should have listed the author names for people who are just coming in. So yeah, my bad. I'll save that for year 4, I guess.
Yeah, I never remember the author names for these.
You could have written them down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could have, but
But
I
you didn't.
forgot.
Oh
Well,
well.
we could have, but we didn't.
Typical story time fashion.
I mean, if anyone
could've
wants to
planned
pull
out
up a
over
link,
14
then go
days.
ahead.
No, it just reminds me of something someone else said. It was just like, it's like, couldn't you have edited? Yeah, didn't wanna.
Yo, that's exactly why I haven't posted to YouTube.
Honestly, that is like the biggest barrier, huh?
Kind
You
of.
want to
Yeah.
edit something, but at the same time, it's like,
Effort.
nah.
You gotta edit something.
It's like, oh man, it'd be really cool if this had an edit, but then you realize, wait a minute, I need to edit?
Wait a minute. I'm the one who edits.
Yeah.
I don't have
Snowden
money
or
to hire an
Snowdan.
editor.
Author's name is Snowden or Snowdan, so congratulations. I hope you return to this one day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God, I've unfinished,
if-
unfinished stories.
If I can return to my stuff, they can return to theirs.
Maybe.
Screw me, I will write chapter 7 of the story myself if I have to.
Then we can read it on the show.
Yeah! It wouldn't be the first time, nor would it be the last.
So yeah, again, we jumped so out of order for so many things. Like we started Future Mario Bros. Last year, only ended it in February, I think, of this year.
Yeah, I mean that's because like we wanted Tanner to be part of that, and like said as we said earlier, like, Tanner and Nova.
Always got a life.
Yeah, Tanner and Nova kind of just bailed on story time for ages.
We
You
need
know
Tanner
what?
whenever Luigi's around.
I'd say waiting for Tanner was probably for the better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he makes like some of the voices so funny.
He puts his heart and soul into it. You gotta give respect to that.
Yeah.
He also clearly prefers to use the like the Super Show voices.
Yeah, because they're more entertaining, honestly.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, for
Oh my god.
You all, I'm not sure if I ever told you, like, when I had started story time, I was probably just going to read everything by myself.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Oh
I didn't know about any of this. What?
It's story time lore.
Good lord, hearing that just
How
makes
are
me
you?
thirsty.
Harry, you know this. Like,
Wait,
I was
I do?
going to. Harry, I was going to just read my own fan fiction on air by myself, like an audiobook.
I don't remember any of this.
To be fair, Harry doesn't remember what happened last week, so
That is true.
years ago it was kind of a
Yeah,
big
Harry,
jump.
what did you have for breakfast today?
Pancakes, I think.
I think. Remember, he said I think. There's a
He
pan filled with
doesn't-
waffles.
He's not even sure.
It could have been French toast for all we know. Maybe he didn't even have anything for breakfast, and he's just messing with us right now. We never know.
No.
It could have been
Remember, it's
English breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
No,
I was going to.
Okay, What?
I solicited for volunteers early when you know, I kind of made it, like, plans for this show to be a thing on C's Brain, but if no one volunteered, I was just going to read my own stuff by myself.
Understandable.
Okay, well, I don't... what I remember is... Okay, I remember... I was playing Symphonia when we first started. I remember we started with the Super Mario show.
Oh.
And, yeah. I don't know, you probably talked about reading things by yourself, but I have no memory of that whatsoever.
I may not have told you directly, but I was like thinking, okay, I'll just
Okay.
head it. If we need like a budget show for C's Brain, I would just. Pardon me. I was said. If
Only
we need
they
a
commented there. As if we weren't going to direct our attention directly towards that.
Yeah, as if I didn't mention that back when I joined story time. Or not even story time, the main C's server.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So yeah, I was like, when story time came about because we just needed some content for the channel, and I was like, okay, just one guy reading fan fiction should be fine. But I put out feelers just for any other volunteers, and that changed the history of the show forever.
The more
Story
you
time
know.
could have been a very different show if I had gone solo.
I don't think it would have gone on for 91 episodes if you were the sole reader. I'll say that much. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like you probably would have like bailed out by now.
Yeah, you would have burnt out
He's
real
a
bad.
workhorse. He's a workhorse. Okay? It would have been high quality, high spec, 300 episodes by now.
I spec Robo Go.
Yeah.
So yeah, Future Mario. Okay, so I think that's all I've got for Future Mario. But it's like we've made our final thoughts pretty clear at this point.
Good sir.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite thing we've read this year. It was I don't know. I just thought it was entertaining.
You're telling me it was better than Reimu gets struck by lightning?
Yeah, let's be honest now, okay? Reimu gets struck by lightning, though?
God.
What an insane concept for that one, though.
I know. It's not like she doesn't get struck by lightning in other forms.
It's like just that one specific lightning bolt did some major damage. And it wasn't even like a crack fake or anything. It was like dead serious. The
Yeah.
title was just absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, Reimu gets struck by lightning wasn't the actual name of the story.
But we're gonna
Yeah.
pretend it was.
I just call it Ray struck by lightning for the funny.
Okay, I said 3 stories spilling over to year 3, but it's really 4, and the 4th we'll talk about now.
I mean, the funniest thing about it is that Scrappy like let me green light that for story time in the first place.
Yeah, there's a story about a girl who gets struck by lightning. Oh, cool. Yeah, we can do that in story time. Why not?
Yeah, you know this bullet hell?
Yeah, so someone nearly dies. It's great.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
if you just want to talk about a little anime girl getting struck by lightning and almost dying, we can do that.
Yeah, while her girlfriend
Sign-
cries over her fried body.
And says her name like 20 times in a row.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Content is content. Just...
It sure is.
That's the YouTuber mindset, or like the content creator mindset.
Yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
to be good at the game. You just have to be fun to look at.
And that's how we got TikTok.
Yep.
Yeah. God.
So,
So what was that 4th story?
the 4th story was the one where I'd say you two kind of got to stretch your vocal limbs, so to speak.
Just to comment on this, said like that was pretty much my entire knowledge of Toho before I got into it. So you're not alone there.
my knowledge of Toho was UNON and Night of Nights.
I didn't even know that. The only things I knew were Reimu and It's a Bullet Hell, and that was pretty much it.
Oh, and Bad Apple. I knew about Bad Apple too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Those were inescapable in the mid 2000s.
Well, that probably
late
Toho
late
things were
2000s,
inescapable.
actually.
right. Okay, I don't think I really used the internet until like 2009, 2010.
Yeah, that's
I was-
about around the same time I started using it.
I was super active on the internet all the way through my childhood. Back in like 2006 was the first time I ever saw YouTube, and my brother and sisters were like, "Hey Xavier, look at this video," and it was a video of a fat kid screaming on the roller coaster, and I thought it was
Okay.
the funniest thing ever.
The fun, I think I know what you're talking about. We're kind of going off rails at this point, but whatever. I remember when my sister showed me YouTube, and it was like we saw, like there was some episodes of some TV shows on there, and like my dumbass kid brain thought, oh, you can use this website to watch TV shows. That's great. Like, oh my god, I had no idea
The
what.
amount
hey,
of
to be
Bakugan
fair-
and Beyblade I watched on YouTube
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
to be fair, Naruto Shippuden episode 32 part 6 went kind of hard, okay?
Oh my
Nobody's
gosh.
remembering those good old days of YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I used to watch like LPs all the time as well.
Of course. You have no clue how many times I've rewatched Chugga Conroy's Super Mario Sunshine Let's Play.
Yeah, I think the first LP I watched was like Majora's Mask.
Hmm.
I don't remember who it was, and I don't know if they still exist, but all I remember is that for lack of a better term, their balls dropped midway through the playthrough, because like he just suddenly had a much deeper voice.
voice.
That's awesome.
That's
Gotta
the beauty
love-
of early Let's
Gotta
Plays.
love puberty being
Yeah.
recorded.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Oh, yeah.
shall we get back on topic now?
Yeah, there's story time.
Story time. So yes, we got to flex our vocal muscles, you said?
Yep.
And Scrappy Doo and the Creep Kids. That was
Ah, yes.
probably the first ongoing story that we finished that had you.
Oh,
Did he just cut out? Did I just cut out?
did
Uh,
he cut out?
Something happened.
Yeah, I think Scrappy just cut out.
Can you all hear me now?
Hi.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can.
Yep, we got you.
I believe Scrappy Doo and the Creep Kids was the first ongoing story that we finished to feature the two of you in a like significant capacity.
Yeah, yeah. It was definitely a significant capacity, right?
Yeah.
Good lord. Imagine randomly picking characters and just happening for everybody to get like a 5 to 10 minute stretch of only talking to themselves.
Yeah, that's fun.
That was so entertaining.
I just knew that like this was one story where it's just like, oh, this is gonna be like a stopgap, but like it's just like, let's just finish this whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just
then
do
we
it
finished
every
it.
week. Whoops.
When you content is content, we had
Yeah.
a dearth of other cast members appearing, so we needed something that people could mostly just slide into.
Oh,
But yeah, that story though, it was
Yeah.
entertaining, you know?
Yeah, it was fun, like having a character named Scrappy and a character named Harry, and they both kind of hated each other.
Yeah.
they were both voiced, and they were voiced by neither Scrappy nor
Yeah.
Harry.
It got kind of confusing.
I think I enjoyed it though. I definitely really enjoyed that story. Thought it was very
Totally.
funny, you know, as
Yeah,
should have been
it's-
expected. And I really
Yes.
enjoyed the concept of funny tiny dog fighting against a fallen angel.
Fallen
Sacramento.
Angel.
Yeah, it's gonna say, didn't it kind of go like really hard at the end?
It did. Oh, hello.
Hello. Who joined?
Who?
Let's-
Oh, of course
Oh
it's
my God.
Joey.
Of course it's
Actually
Joey.
Here, which is weird.
Good evening, Joey.
Hi.
We are talking about.
I finished work 2
Oh.
hours late, and now I'm here
Oh,
for
wow.
the anniversary special. Instead
Well,
of-
you
only
made
41
it.
minutes late, you know, so we still got
yeah,
time.
I'm still alive, which is kind of shocking because I've been
Yeah.
like living on my own for a year.
You start to realize that you can live without certain things. It's the best.
No, I lived alone for 3 days and bought a 4K TV.
Oh.
I'm not even kidding. I brought it home on the fucking bus.
Congratulations.
I
It's
don't
not.
think
It's,
I would
it's
ever do
not a
that.
small. It's not a small TV, by the way. It's like a freaking 40 some 46-inch 4K TV. I was just hauling on the fucking bus.
Using freedom units. I was expecting you to say something centimeter related.
No. We'd still measure in inches.
Let's go, freedom.
Let's
America.
fucking go.
Yeah.
What do you mean freedom? We did it first.
We freed ourselves from you. So we're
And moving
freer
on.
freedom.
Moving on, we are Joey. We are discussing Scrappy Doo and the Creep. We are discussing Scrappy Doo and the Creep Kids. I think you were in one of the sessions.
I
I
think
think
it
it was
was.
in like 2.
Oh wow.
I played
Like-
I played a character. I know that,
At some point.
and I recurred for like.
You,
Yo, a
Yeah,
recurring character even.
Creep Kids was just a revolving door of cast members. Like, I think Scrappy Doo himself was played by like 3 or 4 different people.
Just played by everyone
Scrappy,
but
were
me.
you Scrappy?
For like the first session, I was Scrappy actually because no one else was around.
Oh.
Yeah, then I took over for Scrappy.
I was probably at work.
Save your voice Scrappy in one session, and I think that was like year 2. But yeah, Scrappy was our like everyone got a whack at him metaphorically.
Oh yeah, wasn't I supposed to be like half of the female characters, which I am not good at voice acting.
Imagine being a woman. Ugh,
I know.
so happy I'm a
So-
man.
I can't remember who voiced who. Like I have the list. Like everyone played everyone at one point, basically. It was an experience. Like that and Total Drama Equestria were just kind of those were our primers for like big ensemble casts.
I was in that for a little bit, but like, that fan fiction was.
We already talked about it, Joey.
Yeah.
We already talked
We
about
We
it.
did-
already
we
talked
did
about
talk
it
about
a lot.
Okay, but my opinion, right?
He did join in. He does get to talk now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
You need to
get
catch
to
up.
talk. That's like completely different from real life.
Crazy, right?
Oh,
We
I
take
know,
turns
right?
here.
Wow.
Yo, popcorn reading? Popcorn talking?
Oh shit! No,
Oh,
I
gosh.
haven't had popcorn for like 3 months.
Oh my god.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember being in a couple parts of that, and yeah, it was rough, to say the least. It was in the first part, and maybe the second part, and like one of the many later parts.
Hey, we only had 5 parts of that before giving it the quits, you know, giving it the boot.
Mm,
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
probably in part 1, 2, and 5.
Mmm.
something like that.
Maybe I need to start keeping like an actual tally of cast members.
All I know is that it
So-
had Trackmania in the background, so it was
Oh,
like still
right.
fun to look at. Maybe that's why I
never
had so
got
many
into that
views.
game.
I'm thinking maybe the reason why those specific videos had 1 billion views was because of the high retention rate from Trackmania.
Wait, we got 1 billion views and no subscribers? What?
There were like 300 views on that one.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. I mean, I'll probably get back to Trackmania one of these days during story time.
I think I think I remember I did something stupid during one of the sessions you played that game, but it was from year 1.
I think what I do know Lewis at one point was just saying, Harry, what are you doing? Because I kept failing the same track like 1 billion times.
Imagine
Oh.
succeeding.
Being good at games.
I could never. I play gacha games. I need to pay my way to
Yo.
victory.
I would have actually been here half an hour earlier, but there was the premiere of episode 4 of Murder Drones, so...
I have no clue what that is, but cool.
Me neither.
YouTube, just very slightly and very quickly off topic, YouTube has had a massive boom of independent animators making, like, full-length animes.
Mmm.
Ah,
So it's one
Hell-
of those.
The 3 I'm interested in are Hell of a Boss, Murder Drones, and Lackadaisy, but God knows if that'll ever get an episode 1, because that's only had its pilot.
Yeah, I know about Hell of a Boss. I watched the first episode, but I haven't watched anything of that since. I don't know about the other 2 though.
I know of
Yeah,
Hell of a
I've
Boss. I've
only
never
watched-
watched it.
I've only watched 1 episode of Hell of a Boss.
Yeah.
I can wholeheartedly recommend Lackadaisy, but Murder Drones maybe in a year when another couple episodes come out. Then I can tell you if the story is good. But so far, it's confusing as fuck.
Oh
Sounds like
boy,
Pete to me.
that
It
sounds
takes place-
like
it takes
my
place on one of
kind of-
Saturn's moons for a start, so you know.
Sounds like my kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll probably love
confusing
it then.
stuff is my favorite.
It's great. It's got robot necromancy and shit. It's great.
Dude, crazy. Bringing robots back from the dead? They weren't even dead in the first place.
But were they?
So-
Who knows?
Okay, so
Question here.
we finished Scrappy Doo and a Creep. We finished Scrappy Doo and a Creep Kiss in September of last year, but yeah, we jumped around again because we did a lot. We had buffer episodes like the Toho double feature, which was Gensokyo Chronicles, Dream and Myriad Fantasies, and Astrophobia, which is the lightning story.
Yes.
Cadian was in one of these, I think. He was not on story time for very long, but
I didn't know who was actually in a part, but I invited him to be a part.
Oh right, yeah.
I have no
I actually
recollection.
haven't spoken to him in a long, long time, but I'm off Foxhole at the moment because my life is a never-ending shit show. I'm not allowed fun.
fun.
Sorry to hear that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it seems like it. Like what you told me.
Dream and Myriad Fantasies was, I presume it was a romance story, but I actually cannot remember the.
Well, it was-
Can't remember the
It was
plot.
a-
Well, I
Massively
think it's
romantic.
I think it was what should we call it? What's that phrase?
GM.
Anthology story. I think it was one of those.
An anthology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like I think it's just like we picked like 1 or 2 chapters to read out of that, and then that was it.
Yeah, we did.
This doesn't sound familiar to me. I'm gonna be mad
Sounds really
honest.
familiar to
I
me.
don't.
I remember the whole conversation about how it was like part of an anthology at the beginning.
Okay, I honestly I don't remember either Ped or Rado being part of this.
Then that must mean I wasn't there.
No, you were. This was the very first thing we did.
Was it?
Yeah.
What?
I thought the first thing you guys did was the Disney World.
No.
Yeah, that's the earliest one I remember.
No. Disney World was a little later on.
Was it?
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
first
have
one
to-
we did
Came in
was
part
the,
2
was
of
the
Disney
anthology
World.
story
I'm-
and the
I'm gonna have to look back at this.
yeah. Man, people forgetting our roots already. Crazy.
I know, dude. I just hear Toho and I'm like, that sounds baller.
Bro, Toho, yo, remember when they rode Space Mountain? Crazy.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember that.
that was
Can't
pretty
part of
good.
their lore now.
I voiced a critical character badly.
Fade.
So we read a chapter, a single like story of an anthology fic, and I can't remember what this specific story was about. That's great.
Just
I'm a
remember
great
that
host, people.
aside from the Disney World fic, like every single Toho fic was just very Yuri. That's all you
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Anyways, astrophobia. Reimu got struck by lightning. Marisa tries to rehabilitate her. A literal hurt
Martha
comfort
says
fic.
Reimu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I showed up at like the very last 5 seconds of it because I was getting a bus from work.
I feel like
Well,
you've
I
done
mean-
that a few times.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
happened
More
I
than a
feel
few
like that was
times,
my
especially early
entirety of
on.
last year's interaction.
Yeah, like the
Pretty
early
much.
chunk of last year was definitely like, oh hey, Joey's here 70 minutes into the episode.
Oh hey,
Yeah.
Joe finished his job at like midnight or 2 in the morning because he
Oh.
worked harder than he got paid for.
Yeah,
Or
wow.
just like having the habit of like suddenly coming into a stream when you're like at a rave party or something. You
Oh,
can,
yeah.
and you can't
You
hear
were, like-
anything what's going on.
There was that one time you were like with some chef dude or something. He was like cooking in the background.
That
was
sounds
an adventure.
awesome.
I have no.
I can
no,
also
like-
attest to the fact that alcohol has been involved every time.
You remember when we like called
Dude, the way you type makes me think you're
always drunk.
No,
Yeah.
that's just because I'm dyslexic.
Okay.
Your phone's dyslexic too. Can't even autocorrect.
Yes. No, I'm so dyslexic, autocorrect gives up.
That is a funny way of thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm writing a book with Scrappy. He knows very well.
Okay, going back, I'm looking at the story Gensokyo Chronicles again. Written by God Medallion. There's the author name. This was a romance chapter. Reimu and Marisa were just hanging out.
Yeah.
Chilling.
It was cute.
I think I suggested it because it was like a cute little like small story we could read in like a little bit. Like not.
I
too
think I
long.
remember this specifically because it was the beginning of me trying to actually try and be active in story time despite my work being a shit show.
I'm surprised you can do anything given your like schedule.
My current schedule's worse.
Yeah, we could tell.
Oh god. Yeah.
Poor Joey.
Alright.
So we read, just to provide some semblance of a chronological timeline for you all. So we read that little double post stuff in May of 2022. I think after that, I'm following just the Seeds Brain YouTube channel to see the upload schedule. Like, after that, that's when we did part 2 of the Disney World story.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think the double feature was the debut of the B team in this case.
B-Team!
Let's go!
Hey.
Let's go!
Oh, was that
So-
Bust Up when we started that as well?
Bus Team!
Bust Team!
Part- Oh my gosh. So Disney World Fic Session 2. Then we just did like, it was like Total Drama Question Session 3, Future Mario Brothers Session 2. So that was a Tanner episode. Then the 4th and 5th sessions for Total Drama Question, and then after that it's like what is this like?
I knew
It's like 8.
someone was gonna make a joke about the white ink.
I had to. Just acknowledging the fact that there's white ink on the screen right now, you know?
Oh shit! Wait, you got white ink? Yo!
Yeah.
Remember the OG Splatoon when people were waiting for the Splatfest where they would do like white or red ink? They were like, "Oh man, it's gonna be great," and then they did them both for mayonnaise versus ketchup. What a legendary moment in Splatoon!
That is legendary. Holy shit! That's a
I'm not making the joke because I'm more mature than that in my mind, but in reality, I'm not.
Hey, we all know that was the entire point of that Splatoon thing, though. That Splatfest was intended for us.
No. It was just about mayonnaise or ketchup,
Oh,
which, by the way,
totally.
Team Jay
it totally was. Totally.
says the guy that mixes
So-
ketchup and mayonnaise together as his own sauce. Anyway,
Secret sauce.
Mayo chup.
Ketes.
So after handling Total Drama Question, we just had 8 straight episodes of Scrappy doing the Creep Kids.
I like the wording. I like
September.
the wording of that.
why I was
Handling
making
it.
Yo,
We dealt
excuse
with
me.
it. We dealt
During
with it.
those 8 episodes were the origins, or one of those 8 episodes was the origins of Enzite. Let's go.
When are we
Yeah,
gonna get to
yeah,
Enzite?
Yeah, when are we gonna get to that?
Are we actually gonna
2 minutes
read
bit?
that?
Probably not. But it'd be funny if we did.
So I
Harry, the titling, you barely title some of the stories in the actual story time video titles. Oh yeah, episode 77, Mortal Kombat thing.
I mean, it's true. It is what it is.
I mean, that's how I would title things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Mortal
you
Kombat
guys
thing.
title things? You guys put
I mean-
effort into things?
I mean, a lot of the time I do that because I don't know what the actual like name of the story is until later.
Something like In Your Shadow or something, right?
Yeah, that was the title.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that was when you were playing that there Spider-Man game.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So
Spider-Man.
we had the 8 consecutive episodes of Scooby-Doo, and after that that ended episode. Pardon me. That ended episode 73. So then we have the Lost episode.
Oh yes. Yes.
Yep.
Because Twitch likes to get rid of the VODs,
VODs.
the VODs after like a week or 2. That is
Yeah,
stupid.
it was 2 weeks at the time. Now it's only 1 week. Now we gotta be even more on point.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because one of my VODs is still up and it's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, like your thing, your VODs seem to stay up for a while.
Yeah, my VODs just kind of don't disappear, and I don't know why. But you know what? You know what? I'll take it.
Are you an
Tw-
affiliate or?
No, I'm just I've got nothing special on my account.
Just
It's just an old account, if that's what you want to call special.
Twitch just be like, we gotta save the funny radio streams.
Dude, this stream
Yeah,
was too good, bro. Twitch NPC.
Yo, Raideran streams are too fire to delete in a week. We'll leave them up for a month.
MVP.
MVP.
Yeah, right.
Well, lucky for all parties involved, episode 74 did not actually have any stories read. So, again, for those just coming in, if you notice that the Seeds Brain channel does not have a 74th storytime video, it was just a workshop episode.
Yeah.
Which was
it was-
honestly so much
Like-
funnier, you know? It's like, oh man, where did episode 74 go? It turns out that it had no like story whatsoever, so it was as if it never existed in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we can leave it out. We can pretend like we did something in it for the meme.
Yeah, right? Be like, hey dude, remember when we read that one Kingdom Hearts story? Yeah, crazy.
No,
Yeah,
wasn't that
remember
the
when
time
we
that
read
through the
Insight for
entire-
episode 74?
Yeah, man. That was a
No,
really
guys,
long
guys,
episode
no,
too. How to say
guys.
4 hours?
Guys, no, what that was it was the time that we read through the entirety of that time I got sent to Equestria, or
Oh,
whatever that story is
of
called.
course.
God.
The story that is never going to be read.
That time I got reincarnated as a pony.
That's a different fucking fanfiction.
Hmm.
And also, which one was that again?
I
So
just said the words, you know. I'm not thinking.
that's I guess that's our personal lesson, and a lesson to all of you: always save your stuff.
Yep.
Because-
Yeah.
Control less is very important.
So yeah, that was 74. Episode 75 and 76 was just us getting nostalgic. We, in a rare instance of timelines actually kind of lining up properly. Wait, what am I saying? In a rare instance of anniversaries lining up properly, we read the Ed and A story. Myself, and Ed for Cartoon Network's 30th birthday. That was just not great timing on my part. And yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Good times, good times. I really
Big
like being
30.
Johnny. Johnny was funny.
Oh wait, yeah, it was 75 and 76. Okay. Harry, episode 75 is uploaded twice on the channel
Oh.
for some reason.
My God.
It's to make up for 74.
Yeah.
No, Twitch
it's
does.
to fool people into it.
No, Twitch.
Oh,
Twitch does that sometimes, where I try to export the stream to YouTube, and it just does it twice for some reason.
It wants to
Twitch
make sure
hates
people watch it
YouTube,
multiple
but-
times.
That's the thing. Twitch hates YouTube, but still has like these tools to export to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they know
incredible.
it's like if you just put like a link to your Twitch in the YouTube thing, then that's just free advertising, you know?
Wasn't there a thing at one point where it's like if you advertise your streams on YouTube or something like,
oh yeah.
YouTube would like
what-
ban your account?
Oh, that was a thing.
Maybe.
No, I don't think that's what. No, no.
That doesn't
It doesn't
sound
ring a
real.
bell.
I heard
No.
something like that. I don't remember.
No, I think you're getting that confused with the Twitch affiliate program, whereas if you're an affiliate, you can't stream on YouTube as within 24 hours of a Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Yeah, because the
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah. So me, myself, and Ed was fun story. It's very much in the spirit of the show. So perfect original flavor fan fiction, and holds up quite well for something that was written over 20 years ago.
It was
because-
fun getting back into that universe because I haven't seen Ed and Eddie in years.
Yeah. You know, I used to watch Ed, and Eddie coming home from elementary school every single day.
Oh, I love
And
that
then-
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it was
I
like
didn't.
it was really crazy just like reading something about that again. I was like, whoa, these characters, I forgot they existed.
D-
I couldn't remember any of the Kanker sisters' names to save my life. I just knew them as the Kankers.
What was I gonna say?
That's
Ed
one way
eating
to
Jimmy's
remember
stuffed. Ed eating Jimmy's stuffed rabbit. I still think about that sometimes.
What
Does
an
it
Ed
live
moment.
rent free in your head?
Rent free in his Ed? Haha,
Ah.
so funny.
Du-du-du-du-du. Oh wait, no, this is perfect. Hold on.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You did the thing.
I just don't know why that came out of my TV.
What?
Came out of your TV. Are we coming out of your TV?
Oh, this is gonna be.
Why are we in his TV?
It is
So
huge.
I
confusing.
use a 4K TV as a PC monitor because my PC monitor had a freaking box fall off. Okay, so a box fell off of my wardrobe, which is next to my desk. It landed onto my monitor, which knocked it over, and then it slammed itself right into the corner of my Xbox, and then it was fucked.
Oh man, this is great. Even if I'm like, even if I'm have my mic muted now, I can do stupid soundboard stuff.
Oh gosh.
You have been warned.
That one isn't in there, right? We're safe from that.
Me.
Nope, never mind. Okay, there it is.
Oh god.
Of course it's there. Why wouldn't it be? I'm foolish. Foolish of me to assume so.
What? A fool.
That's what I am. I knew no better. So, shall we continue?
Where even were we?
Yeah,
Talking
where
about
were we? We were
I was just.
we
I
were
was
talking about
discussing-
Toho.
I was
A while
discussing. I was discussing one of my favorite moments from the Ed, Edd n Eddy story.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we moved on to Ed, Edd and Eddy. That's where we were.
I'm
Guys,
waiting
the
for
session
it.
hasn't been that long.
It's been an hour, okay?
That's a
Pretty long for
while.
B team,
That's
you know.
a while.
Right. I've been awake since 7 a.m.
The
so-
B team is
Jeez.
snappy, okay?
So you know, I just enjoyed the story, and yeah, it was enjoyable. It felt faithful to the original show, so good on the author.
Yeah.
I enjoyed most of
It
these
was-
stories, folks. I'm just a little tired this week.
It was a sequel to an actual episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
it
was.
Okay.
I like how all of us at least remember that, huh?
That's like the
Yeah.
one thing I remember about it.
I remember.
He remember.
Do you remember the time?
Do you do you remember Happy
Do
Day?
you remember?
Do you
remember?
remember? What was not of September?
Okay, now on to what is technically the last new long-form story we read on air, and that would be In Your Shadow, the Mortal Kombat fic.
Ah yes.
No, not yet. Okay.
Once I get it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Featuring special guest question mark.
Yeah, special guest. Yo.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
How special?
What was I gonna say?
I forgot we're
is the
selling
last-
we're selling my Jeep, so he just came in to ask about that.
Oh.
What was I gonna say? Alright, this is the last story we read before we did one of my stories, so Sed's not here yet, not back yet, so we're gonna have to drag this one out. Yeah, this was In Your Shadow might be one of my favorite things that we read from year 3, and
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Because as you know, I'll let you finish.
I stopped because my family just came in briefly.
Okay.
Imagine stopping. You gotta ride with it.
Who would stop?
Yeah,
Right
come
at
on now.
dawn.
So yeah, it's just one of probably the favorite, goodness gracious, one of my favorite things that we read last year. Probably one of the best written stories we've ever read on air, in my opinion. So,
Oh yeah. Deeply engrossing that one.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't have to narrate. That was great.
Maybe that's why you liked it the most.
Oh
huh?
yeah, that was the one where Scrappy didn't narrate.
Yeah. I was gonna say because as someone who knows jack all about Mortal Kombat and its lore. Like I got really into that. Like, I wanted to see where that was going.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
I think
I
it was
care
around
negative
this
amounts
point
about
that
Mortal
I'm
Kombat.
literally
Yeah.
100 miles away to suffer for the rest of my life.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this was around the point
What?
where you disappeared. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you missed
I
the
think
part
this
where I was the
is-
narrator.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time since my last appearance that I've actually showed up.
Mm.
When was your last appearance again?
I was like, I don't remember.
Yes!
Yeah, I genuinely don't remember either.
I think my last
Hey.
official appearance was during Spin Kids.
Hey, this is the perfect time to say yes. The answer's yes.
Yes.
I think your last appearance was in July of 2022. It was possibly during one of the future Mario Brothers sessions.
Maybe.
That
Maybe.
actually, yes, sounds more likely.
Wild.
So, yeah, that was.
I was
Yeah,
supposed
you.
to be totally not villain.
Let's see what happened. All right, so in your shadow, just a very interesting story. Like I Sub-Zero the second is probably one of my favorite. He might be my favorite Mortal Kombat character. He just it's kind of cool just get into his head.
Yeah, I do think that was a good story for like character dissection.
Yeah.
A lot of monologues for sure, at the very least.
Oh yeah, there were quite a few monologues and a few dream sequences, but I would just say that was the point.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
without doubt.
I can enjoy a good story where they like delve into like character psyches and like what's going on in people's heads, kind of thing.
If my guy Sub-Zero was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? It did pretty good. Did pretty good with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
job.
good thinker.
Yes,
Yeah.
Big fonk.
good job. Thank you, Pedria, for your period of time because I was burnt out probably
Dead.
sick. Like,
Yeah.
I just imagine like, whoa, the Ped was being the narrator, like Scrappy was just at like a beach, just like chilling, having like a lemonade or something.
Someone just like notifies him whenever a Sub-Zero word comes up.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I gotta read these couple words real quick.
I mean, I was off tabbing a few times because those monologues were long.
Yeah.
I could go off tab a few minutes and then come back in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Rayran, you were Noob Cybot.
Yes, that was me.
Papa Noob.
Yeah.
Imagine being named Noob.
Yeah,
I hated him.
God,
Even
I
though
can't
that isn't
believe
his
it.
actual name.
1993, they get a pass for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were
Age,
being
okay.
quirky with it.
Yeah, they intended it. They knew the future, okay? Don't gotta defend them. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. I'd probably say it was like my second favorite story this year. It was definitely high up there.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
think-
tail? Go on.
I'm just thinking now, like, would I say it's my second? It really depends on how I feel.
I mean, like maybe the next like tomorrow I could come up and say like it was my favorite. It's definitely between this and Future Mario.
Hmm. For
Like,
me, it's
yeah.
like, I just really like the funny Disney World one. I just really like that one.
I mean, yeah.
It was a tale of brother. Go on.
Just the idea of a bunch of strong creatures just going to Disney World and being like, what the heck's going on here? Is just
That was-
so funny to me.
That is a fun one. Yeah, I like. Yeah.
People should do that more often.
You say that like I don't go to theme parks often.
I haven't been to a theme park in a while.
I went to a theme park the other week. Did I go on any of the rides? No. I went to the market.
Wait.
Was it open? No, because it was
That
late
is
and
sad.
out of time.
What kind
I
of park
got
were
to the
you going
market
to?
just as it was closing.
Oh my god.
And it was also pissing down with rain.
Oh, great.
Sounds about right.
Hey,
Better that than rain
Halloween.
down with piss.
But yeah, powerful creatures go to theme parks
Yeah,
sometimes
it's entertaining. It's really funny.
when they're not enslaved by the corporate overlords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You should write an autobiography about it. Sounds pretty entertaining.
Dear God.
He is.
Fuck you.
Oh, I see.
So, do we have anything else to say about In Your Shadow? I know Scrappy wanted to say something.
Yes, it's a tale of brotherhood, redemption, and canon typical violence.
Mm.
Oh, right.
I love my canon typical violence, though. Let's just be honest for a second.
Mostly at the end. It was
The fact-
mostly at the end.
No, just the fact that that was a tag in general was so entertaining. Like, I was just waiting for it to happen. The moment I saw canon typical violence, that raised so much, like, intrigue and tension. I was like, oh man, is the canon typical violence about to happen the entire time?
Yeah, that was
Mortal
another
Kombat
thing
treats
on my
fatality. Mortal Kombat treats violence like pornography treats a money shot. That's all I'll say on the matter.
Yeah.
Yo.
Watch pornography?
You gotta build up to that fatality, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta do those inputs just right.
Oh.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like porn, actually.
You gotta work that stick, you know what I'm saying?
Push those buttons.
Push those buttons.
But you gotta push it.
Anyway, let's talk about Scooby-Doo. No.
That's quite the shit.
Bad segue. Especially with Elmer.
yeah,
Not
he
the show.
knows. He knows.
We're not discussing that. Moving on. So
Yeah, the news show is outside of this
When-
show.
we're not litigating any actual Scooby-Doo shows.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it. For all I know, it could be up my alley.
Until he
Who
gets
knows?
back. If he gets back. All right, this one was Is Love a Kind of Magic?
Oh.
Toho story number 4. This one
Alright.
was like Marissa and Reimu were in it, but they weren't the main characters. It was like
Oh, was
Shelly
this
and
a-
someone else.
Was this was this a Patchy Alley story, Harry?
Yeah, it was that one. Yeah, it was. This is
Yeah.
like really recent.
Very much so. Yes.
I don't remember this one at all.
Oh wow,
I know. I was knowledge.
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 Yeah.
Extra K.
Lamborghinis.
But was it a special K?
No, it was a Circle K.
K then.
Okay, then.
K.
Okay.
K, thanks, bye.
Ah yes, not going there.
What the fuck? I thought that was coming from. I thought that came from Genshin for a second. Like, what the fuck?
I don't remember there being any ducks in Genshin, to be honest.
Well, there's a ton of fucking birds in Genshin. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. I would be more surprised if there wasn't a duck.
One that had such a high quality quack noise. Quack.
Wait, did you hear a duck noise from my side?
No, that was me.
No,
Oh.
Harry's using the new Discord soundboard, and he played a duck sound using it.
Because, like, give me 10 minutes, I can go, like, find a duck. Like, there's enough of them, like, right there. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
They're
make-
free.
grab
Just make sure that you watch that that one tutorial on how to pick up a duck. Okay? Gotta make sure they're safe.
Oh, yeah, you just let your hand out, and then they just sort of, like, walk up to you, and they're like, yes, pick me up.
Yeah.
It's a free duck.
Free duck.
I literally live with ducks.
Crazy. Do the ducks like?
You
Do
wake
they-
up first thing in the morning, at 4 in the morning, with just the chorus of "Mwah."
But do they spend an hour in the shower?
I mean,
It's England. Everyone spends an hour in the shower. It's called being outside.
All natural shower is my favorite. I live in Southern California. I don't get those.
No, but you do get alligators.
Nope.
It's
California?
No alligators in California.
Oh,
Especially
yeah,
not
hey.
Southern California. Southern California doesn't even get water.
in the swamps.
No, that-
no. That's Florida.
Yeah, you're thinking of
What's the
Florida.
difference?
You see, Southern California is the western version. Okay, we're a little more yeehaw, but a lot more liberal.
Yeehaw.
So
Yeah.
we read it. I'm trying to remember who narrated this story. I think I started and passed it on to someone else, or I passed it on to someone else and took it back.
It wasn't me.
I have no recollection, so I don't know.
Bros, I think I need a link to this story because I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember Jack.
I really, I don't.
Jack. That was a great game series.
I never played
Yeah,
Jack,
Jack's a pretty
actually.
baller series. You should play it. Yeah,
You should definitely
love
play
Jack
3.
3.
It's the best one.
I hate Jack 2 though. Can't stand Jack 2.
I actually
Okay.
couldn't-
I need to revisit the Jack trilogies
They're
soon.
good.
Didn't you not long just play through them?
It kind of feels
Time
like
again.
it kind of feels that way, but no, it was like 2 or 3 years ago I did this.
Exactly, not that long ago.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I don't think I'd be playing it like PlayStation platformers anytime soon. I've got RPGs to play.
Those are life
Rocket-propelled
commitments.
grenades, those are my favorite.
What, Joey?
Rocket-propelled grenade is my favorite genre.
I know, right? You just shoot at the ground and then you shoot
boom.
up.
I mean, I still need I need well,
No,
before
that's Team Fortress.
I mean before any of that I need to play Ratchet 3, so
Ratchet
that
3
game's too ratchet.
I liked it. There's one
So-
level I don't like.
I see.
Ratchet
Anyway.
is ratchet. Jack is fleek. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to 2016 terms.
God.
Anyway, so love is a kind of magic. Pardon me. That is the most recent Toho story we've read.
The last one
Definitely
we
won't-
read.
Definitely won't be the last, but
Yeah.
Not with Harry here.
Thanks, Harry.
I'm still
So-
sad that this story didn't have any sort of like Queen references, you know? You say a kind of magic, and my brain immediately goes to Queen.
I'm more upset that this isn't a Marissa story.
Hey, Marissa
Her
was
theme
in
is literally called Love Colored Magic No.
Lo-
No, no. Oh, yeah. Her original theme is called Love Colored Magic.
the OG.
let's see.
Her
Okay,
more
well,
current one is Love Colored Master Spark.
what do we have left? It's 2 stories from me and then the Flintstones Rocky Generations.
Yeah, Flintstone.
I will try to give Seth some more leeway, so we'll just briefly talk about the Flintstones, because that one's not finished. I mean, we haven't finished reading that one.
Oh my god, you're right. I thought we finished it.
Yeah.
And what day is it?
What day is today? Like the date or what
Friday.
day it is? Because today's
Oh,
Friday.
not you. Raideran. I
Oh,
got
okay.
it. Sorry.
Okay.
It's quite the mistake.
Now I'm even more confused.
Good. 'Cause
I'm just confused why
Actually,
Scrappy
no,
would
now
ask
it's
what day it
Saturday. Now
is.
It's Saturday,
I'd
night,
ask.
actually. So.
I want to ask you, because you didn't remember the story was finished. I mean, unfinished for us. Unfinished by us? I don't know.
All I know
We're
is I'm
stalling for
pretty sure I
time until
missed the
Sed
second
comes
one.
back.
Yeah, stalling for time.
I don't know if he is gonna come back.
Alright,
That
this is where we
sucks.
talk about our favorite moments involving ourselves. I quite liked the time when we talked about Snoop Dogg. That was pretty fun.
I like the time where I told myself I'd do a Genshin stream and then never did.
Crazy.
Oh,
you know, I
amazing.
did
I
a
don't-
Genshin stream once. It's probably my best stream too. No one watched
Oh,
it.
my favorite part about the year just gone is the time that I actually had time to be a part of this show.
Oh yeah, crazy. Like right
wow.
now.
How sweet of you.
You You
I
know,
mean,
I actually have I have two stories written by me that have to be subject to discussion. So no, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back any further until I have to. Barry, your turn.
It's fine. You don't have to suck your own dick.
Uh,
We've got everyone else here.
Oh my gosh. Gosh.
sniffing us.
Yeah, what's going on over there?
You don't want to know.
Too much.
The good thing about Joey is that he mutters all his stuff under his breath, so you don't know what he's saying half the time. But I heard him.
well,
Yeah, we'll get them in post.
Mutters, should I speak and enunciate better for your sake?
Yeah, be more American.
No, I'm not.
He
making
says
a
that-
joke.
It's
It's too obvious. It's been done before.
So Harry, what was your personal favorite moment? Personal favorite moment involving yourself on story time.
I thought you said Harrison.
I don't remember making any memorable comments, honestly.
You voiced the lead character of a whole story.
I have nothing.
We're waiting.
I have nothing
He's
to
got
say. I don't know.
Crazy.
Great commentary, Harry. So
Wow, imagine being the host of a commentary channel and having no commentary.
Dude,
Gotta
that's a
say,
mood.
I mean that's what I have all of you for. That's what I have all of you for.
Like, it almost surprises me that I was able to talk for 2 hours by myself on a friend's stream, but spend 10 minutes on my own stream, and I'm like,
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
is
I
kinda
found
funny,
that out
though, about that.
really early in my streaming career.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've done pretty decent. I just don't have anything interesting to say despite always talking. Like
You
I
got
was
stuff to say.
I
You got
went
interesting
6
stuff to
hours
say.
talking nonstop on a Genshin stream, but it was there was nothing of value in that.
So
hey, it's at least talking.
I mean,
Anyway.
that's better than half of the hair on my streams.
anyway, the Flintstones Rocky Generations so far has been an interesting story. I find it just kind of cool that they're like basically continuing at like the end point of what was the original continuity of the whole animated franchise. So yeah, I'm interested to revisit the chapters that I did read when I was younger and see where the story goes. Because the story was actually updated this decade, so it's not a dead story.
Oh, it's alive!
It's
I remember it like it was yesterday, 2 weeks ago.
And he said this decade too, so that's like, really kind of alive. Within the past 3 years.
Yeah, it was updated in 2020. So
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Fringe decade, but still decade nonetheless.
So yeah, we'll talk about this story more like when we do the year 4 episode. And I guess, yeah, Sed's still not here, so I guess we'll just talk about the Super Mario Show Chapter 7.
Yeah, the thing that's been like long in the making.
Yeah, we had to do it basically back to back with Future Mario Bros. Because we don't know Tanner's schedule.
Yeah.
He was around, so we were gonna use him.
Take advantage of what you got.
Yeah, I couldn't get any comment from Geeky Voice Acts, but I'm sure she'd say something like, "Hi, I'm afraid I can't show, but wish you the best of luck."
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was very polite in our correspondence.
Still, the fact that you wanted to do that for Daisy. What a crazy
It was-
choice.
It was the most logical choice.
Oh yeah, Scrappy puts a lot of effort into this show.
I like your it was the most logical choice, then you made me Peach.
I mean, you've turned out to be a great Peach, so
Wait, you voice acted my late cat?
Yes.
Wow.
The one that
Forgot
tried
your
playing
cat.
Tetris once?
that sounds like your cat, Joey. Like, that
Did-
sounds like your cat.
Didn't you put your phone in front of her face and just like, do you want this? And then she just stared at it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my roommates just started playing music loudly.
I
Yes.
really miss those cats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cats are
Rest in
Cat boys.
peace.
You never know what you got until you lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fully knew what I had while I had them.
It's good to know. Let's see. So, yes, it was chapter 7 of the Super Mario show was. Part of me just lost my train of thought, and I think I have family downstairs, and my dog is upset. So, chapter 7 was written, like, at this point, written like almost a year and a half ago. Actually, published in August 2021, so that's like 1 year, 8 months ago. So, yeah, it was just, that one was long gestating to actually be read on air, and
It ended up being pretty funny.
yeah,
Really
well, I'm glad to hear
entertaining.
that. Glad to
Got
hear
to
that
talk
it
about
was.
the bear movie.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's.
Honestly,
I'm not
that
sure-
movie was better than I thought it'd be.
My parents have been like, "Do you want to see the Mario movie or Cocaine Bear?"
What is Cocaine Bear?
So there's this news article that's like
the
ages
80s.
old about a bear eating a shit ton of cocaine and
Literally
going on
ton.
Why?
Like,
a.
so basically, back in the 80s, there was this whole drugs thing in the United States, and they
Yeah,
had,
we kind of
like,
went to war with them.
they had a like hundreds of pounds of cocaine in this plane, but the plane was crashing, so they had to release the cocaine somewhere into a forest. And apparently they found a dead bear in that forest, and when they checked like the insides of the bear, they found like, I don't know how many pounds of cocaine, but that bear took a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
And someone decided to make a movie based on that.
Yeah, recently.
Brilliant.
And the greatest part is that movie got a reward from PETA.
Wow.
What?
Yep. Because the movie actually has a good environmentalist message.
Yeah, don't drop cocaine in the woods.
No, it's don't mess with nature. Nature will fight back.
I
Are you
just
sure it's not don't drop a shit ton of cocaine in the middle of the woods?
I just remember when Peter had a fit when 3D Land was coming out.
Yeah. But PETA
So-
also
You gotta
they also
jump on the
respected
boat.
the CG for the bear. It's really good CG. They're like, this is the future. Don't
You
use
mean they
real animals.
didn't get an actual bear and then shove cocaine down its
Oh
throat?
yeah, no, it's a goddamn shame we couldn't get a repeat of the cocaine bear incident.
Yeah.
Incident.
But yeah,
This
that,
is such
that
a
movie,
goddamn shame.
that movie was legitimately like impressive because I expected nothing from it. I thought it was just gonna be like a trashy B film.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
thought too, but I still haven't seen it, but
But like it has its B movie aspects to it, but it's a funny B movie. You know? Like there's a scene where a dude gets shot in the hand and he somehow loses both his index and his ring finger. And
Wait.
everyone's just
Wait, is
dumbfounded.
it- wait, why not the middle one?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I just had this image of like Ped watching a film, someone gets shot and he's like, haha, that's very funny.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was, though. Hey, I also laughed at that one scene in Django Unchained. Okay, like near the end of the movie, Django tells like these two maids to say goodbye to this one lady, and after they say goodbye to him, he shoots the woman and she goes flying like 10 feet back off screen. Like I don't know,
So
just
what we're
shooting
doing-
people sometimes funny. Just not in real
So-
life.
Yeah, like I watched the trailer for Cocaine Bear, and I remember seeing the actors, and I'm like, this is so fake 80s.
It is so
Fake.
entertaining though.
This is fake.
Like,
So,
yeah, it looks like their outfits look like if you asked someone what the 80s were like, and then change it just a little bit.
You know, I think my favorite thing about that movie though was I was halfway in and I'm like, man, I really hope the drug dealers survive.
Man, I hope the criminals survived.
Like that was legitimately like one of the most random, genuine thoughts I had while watching the movie. I was like, man, these drug dealers are too likable. Hope they live.
What? I mean, to be fair, it is all sales. So, like, if they're not likable, then they're not going to be good drug dealers.
Yeah.
But like, it's really crazy though. That movie, it has a lot more going on than just the cocaine bear. You know, like it fleshes out so many characters' backstory. Like there are like 10 different factions that go to that forest for different reasons. And you just get to experience their situations with the bear. It's just so, it's so much. It's so extra for what it is. Love it.
It doesn't just have a B plot. It has a D plot and a D
Yeah.
plot and a
B-team.
A plot. B team.
Can't believe they made a movie off of us.
Team B, so.
Yo, we're the bear team.
Cocaine bear team.
Team Bear.
Team bear. Team bear.
Go.
So what was I saying? Yeah.
Super
yeah,
Show, back to the Super Show,
This is
right?
a retrospective on the last year of Storytime with Scrappy. And Cocaine Bear.
Featuring Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
A bear being the title. Just gonna timestamp the Cocaine Bear review in the comments.
Come on, Harry, edit the stream right now to put featuring Cocaine Bear.
Come on, Harry, edit.
This is your time.
So yeah, I enjoyed writing the story a lot. Obviously, I enjoyed visiting it on air. It's fun to do voice acting for. Like, I had to write another Mario show chapter down the line. That's the longest individual chapter I've ever written for fan fiction. So,
Yo, that's
I'm-
crazy.
That is it. Like my God, I got hiccups, but
Was I there for it? I genuinely don't remember. I think I've been here for everything since I joined,
I have no clue.
but I
Yes, you
genuinely
were.
don't remember some of these things.
Was he told? Who was
you
he?
were in the episode. You voiced. I think you voiced Waluigi.
I voiced Waluigi.
I think I would know if I was Waluigi.
Yeah, remember I brought up Cocaine Bear as Waluigi
Yeah, that makes
in
sense.
that
Okay,
awkward conversation with Luigi.
you were probably Toadette, or is that Pedriva as well?
I wasn't
Wait.
Toadette. No.
I
don't
think
can
I
handle
think
being
I
one
remember
more
this.
female character.
I think I remember this now. This was the one where they went to the fucking
The crypt.
pyramids,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
right?
you were the Sphinx. You were the Sphinx.
Yeah, I was the Sphinx. I'm pretty sure I was someone else.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
probably Professor Colorado.
I was
No.
Colorado.
No, Ped was Colorado. Oh, I was
You know-
his. I think I was his wife,
Tanner was
that
the
was
wife.
girlfriend.
Tanner. No, Tanner was California. Who else
Oh
were
my-
you in that?
Oh my god!
I genuinely have no clue.
I think I was Toadette.
You probably, yeah.
Toadette, some of the background toads, Perry the Parasol, I think.
You
Oh,
got a
yeah,
lot
I
of
was
incidentals.
Harry. I was. Yeah.
Harry the Parasol. You can call him Agent P.
No, we can't. That's already taken.
Actually,
So
Perry.
he has a coworker named Perry.
Oh.
Dang. I have a mother with the last name Perry. Does that
A
count?
mother as compared to your other mother.
Yeah, you know, don't you have like 6 mothers? I thought that was
It's fine.
normal.
It's fine. I banged them all.
Oh, okay.
I
Yo,
don't
which one was
know.
your favorite though? Which one was your favorite though?
We're not getting.
Did you
We're
need
not.
insight?
We're not doing this today. Act like, pretend to act like grown-ups.
Oh, that's
We
that,
all
I don't even do that in
pretending.
real life.
that's a good joke.
Hey.
I'm the joke king.
Yeah.
I see.
Seems like Raytheon got a lot of incidentals.
Yeah.
Because I know
So
that
when are we getting the Rayman movie?
Rayman movie. I'd like another game. I'd like another game first, thanks.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Well, your fault. We haven't got a Rayman game in since 2013 or whatever.
Yeah, he's the exclusive
No, my fault.
reason.
I just started another fucking tangent.
Oh.
Who needs Tanner when I have all of you?
You're welcome. But what about me and Tanner?
I can start another tangent on another movie.
The,
Yeah.
The Mario movie?
No.
It's crazy.
A different movie.
You know, that Mario movie dropped, right? And like immediately, the moment I checked my YouTube subscriptions, I see videos like the Mario movie changes everything. Mario movie is going to destroy Disney. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? One video is like,
there's always videos that are gonna be like that. It's just white noise.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
are
guys, remember
Nintendo
how the
movies
game-
going to...
Do you remember how the game Haze completely wiped the floor with Halo?
I don't even know that game, so yeah, I remember
I've
perfectly.
never heard of that game. I don't know no haze, but I do know a mist.
Oh yeah,
Isn't Haze a Pokemon move?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
I
something that
understand.
my friends did to me back in college too.
I'm sorry to hear that.
They did.
So, I understand the spirit of the comparison, though. The Mario movie's definitely getting a sequel. That's more than we can say about Haze, as far as I know.
I don't even know what. I don't even know what Haze is.
It is a
Haze-
first-person shooter released during the PS3 generation, and it was one of several quote-unquote Halo killers. It obviously did not do the job.
Yeah,
Or-
Halo would do it to itself.
That
Anything
phrase
titled
Didn't even scratch Halo.
That-
to be
that-
fair, yeah.
that phrase is so stupid. Like people
Yeah.
love doing it. It's like when like a game is like the same genre as like something else, and it's just like, oh, this is like the X killer.
Remember when Yokai Watch was the Pokemon,
Pokemon
killer?
killer.
It's
Yeah.
such
No.
a dumb thing. Like things.
Okay,
can-
to be fair, the
Yeah.
phrase comes from the term Doom Killer.
Wait, like yeah, but like either way,
Still
it's
just a killer,
stupid.
you know?
Like
It's like the idea that a game will be the game that finally like makes people stop talking about or playing another game.
it's like
It's
that's
just so-
that's not how it works.
Yeah.
Oh, it can work. It just has to happen naturally.
Like, let's remember, there is no Smash Bros. Killer except for Bayonetta, and that's not the game, but the character. You know?
I'm sorry, have you met Lewis?
Yeah, I
Okay,
remember.
but
when-
what about Minecraft Steve?
Now they're banning him. He's getting banned.
He better be.
He's been banned in multiple states already, so
I mean, the
Yo, that's crazy.
yeah.
there was like some.
So anyway, the
glitch
Super Mario
about him.
show.
Yeah.
Super Mario Show.
I like how unhinged Daisy became because of all that crazy stuff that happened.
Oh, you should have seen the earlier chapters.
Yeah, I heard as much. It sounds like a pretty unhinged story in general, you know?
Yeah, that was the,
I mean-
the whole like idea for this like arc that happened. Scrappy had in mind, where it's like the characters are so unhinged. Like, let's make this plot point for this couple of chapters.
Yeah. And
I have no
say
idea
it
what my
worked.
family's doing. Thank you. Someone's downstairs. I don't know who it is. I'll have to check on that later, but I don't want to leave you all to your own devices, so...
Good.
I
You
am
You
on
could.
sure about that? You sure
right
about that?
now.
Nothing bad has
You,
ever happened
you
when you
totally
walked away.
could.
Oh, they were fighting that dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing dog.
Doggos.
Like, that dog's
So-
been at it for like 20 minutes.
I mean, I remember when I could hear your dogs in the background, and I swear to God, it always sounded like they were trying to like sing in harmony the Mario ground theme or something.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Those are some
Something-
fast barking dogs.
One dog, really, in this case, but...
Oh, right.
I was gonna say, my dog's upset, but Mario and Luigi, yeah. I've gone over kind of like the quote-unquote development history of this two-parter. Yeah, because it was a two-parter. People, like back in like last month or so. But, yeah, it was just these chapters 6 and 7 exist just to kind of unscrew a lot of the characters' personalities.
Bring them back. Back to the past.
Samurai
Samurai
Jack.
Jack.
Yes.
Like,
Yo, when are we gonna do a Samurai Jack one?
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
maybe, but
Jump good.
Mario, like, what was it doing? It was just this was. I'm not sure if this is the best written chapter I wrote, but it might be the funniest in my opinion.
In your humble opinion.
God,
Oh, I
wish
just
had
heard
the time
Discord.
to start a Seaspring podcast for just like shit we've watched.
I mean, we try like what was it, 3 podcasts at this point or something?
It was time to start the Cocaine Bear podcast.
No, okay, so
We theorized.
How are we
we
going
have
to
done
do a
two
whole ass
podcasts,
podcast
but
on
the
a
second one
single
has-
movie and article?
Hey, okay. There's a lot of lore in Cocaine Bear.
We still
okay?
need to do part 3 of Sword Art Online, and we like
yes, I know, and I have seen it.
yeah, I'm but
Wow, that means you can do it. That's crazy.
we gotta finish the trilogy.
I could
Trilogy's
join. But
overrated.
I could join depending on what you'd be talking about, because I did not finish season 2.
Alicization.
We're talking
like-
like
Not joining then.
I
yeah.
got like 7 episodes into that season and stopped. It was better.
Anyway, the Super Mario show.
Yes.
So, yes, it was just, yeah, I don't know, I can't prestige myself and make it sound funny. Like,
Yeah.
again, the most interesting thing, I guess, for me was just calling in outside help beyond my general circle.
You were just ready to do it for that one in particular. I was like, whoa.
It was.
It's more of a hexagon, if you ask me.
It's a bold decision. I will give you that.
How is it a bold decision to actually, like, get a woman who can do the voice properly to play the character?
Because look at us. We're all guys. We're all men.
This is
See,
There's
I
like
can only do masculine voices. Oh, who just popped out?
oh what? Someone die?
Raideran. Hi,
Yeah,
welcome
Razor
back.
just died right in the middle of laughing. That was funny.
Oh,
Jeez.
I was just gonna say like it's just
Hey, I
reminds-
can explain what happened,
oh.
but I don't know if you want to hear it.
I don't know, it's up to you.
No, if you guys were talking about something, go ahead.
No,
mean,
well, I
we
was
weren't.
just-
You were
just
literally in
talking
the
about
middle of
cocaine there.
laughing, and then you just disappeared. So,
Yeah.
so spill it.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay, so I pulled out the pop-up browser to see if that would give me the issue you were seeing, Ped, the weird line
Oh, the
in
lines.
yeah, and
Something.
I didn't put the the pop-up browser until just then, and it crashed my Discord for whatever reason.
But
Well then.
I was just gonna I was just gonna say I like the whole like a bunch of guys being in C's or whatever. That just reminds me of I think it was when Joey was talking about relationships or something, and it was just like quite frankly, C's is just a sausage fest.
Sausage brain commentaries.
Are you? I mean, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Can you really deny it?
No,
No, we should fix
no, we
that.
can't.
Hey guys, have you ever tried like going outside and like talking to a woman?
No.
Wow.
I try
I
not
would
to.
if I had
to
a
be
job.
honest. I'm literally
I have
forced
a
to
job
do it
and I
all the
still can't
time.
do it.
I don't know how
So-
people do it so often.
Yeah, how do they do it?
What was I gonna say?
Alcohol.
Makes
True.
everything easier.
You'd think it'd
True.
be better.
Too bad I don't drink.
Yeah,
Too
same.
bad I just don't talk to people I don't know.
Yeah.
Reasonable to be honest.
Yeah.
What was I gonna
I'm
say?
forced to talk to
So,
people I don't know, but that's what happens when you work.
I mean, if like, if someone I don't know tries to talk to me, they're probably gonna get like 3-word sentences at most.
Yeah.
Unless they say something completely out of pocket, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like one of my new coworkers at work, he was just like telling, he's like, "Hey man, I think this guy's racist," like as a joke, and immediately I was just like, "Oh man, not the racism." My ancestors had to deal with this for hundreds of years, and now me too.
All I'm saying is, if you come up to me and you're not speaking video games or anime, you're
I
not
got no
talking
clue
to
what
me.
it's talking about.
How does one speak video game and or anime?
So
You're
first of all,
telling me you don't speak in leet speak?
you're telling me
Oh,
you
no, I
don't
can
talk
speak
in
Leaf
number
Speak.
pad notation? You
No,
gotta
I was
say
just-
like
I-
236L and stuff like that, you know? Get them fighting
Off-
game
off
inputs.
Exactly. Exactly.
L1?
L1.
No,
no.
no,
LB.
you, no,
X
no.
circle circle X. Square square X circle.
I'm not. I ain't talking to you if you don't hit that 412 square.
Yeah, come on now. Gotta hit him with the 623X.
What cheap ass budget PC gaming controller are you using that has a 4 button?
The number pad.
Number pad.
It's number pad notation.
Number pad.
So
Still
in
number
fighting
pad on a
games,
controller.
so in fighting games, you know how a lot of fighting games have you like twirl the stick, right?
Yeah, you know how like instead of like when you're
Instead of saying,
facing
like quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, and all that stuff, they just say like the number pads as if it was like moving in that direction. So 236 would be quarter circle forward.
yeah, if you're facing left.
Yeah, well if you're facing
Instructions unclear. Tutsuguki.
Oh
You're
right,
on the
right,
left.
right.
Yeah.
'Cause you're on the
Tsugeki.
left, facing right.
right. So yeah, that's all it is.
That's how you know he's a fake gamer. He doesn't know
Yeah.
number pad notation.
Come on, man. You gotta
Mate,
play.
okay.
Gotta play
okay.
real games. You know, games
I
where people
don't
beat
play
each other up.
fighting. I don't play competitive fighting games.
Yo,
like Smash.
didn't we? When we went to a convention at one point, didn't we play like this random fighting game because it was just there? I
I think it was
guess
Street Fighter 2.
something like that. And
I
I
was hoping
swear.
it was gonna be like a random anime fighter.
Mm,
I was hoping there was gonna be like Under Night in Birth or something.
Nah,
Melting blood.
I remember it being like old school at the very least. But like it's, I remember we had like the, controllers. What are they called?
The fight sticks.
Fight sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember like, well, I can't speak for Joey, but I remember just kind of mashing buttons and hoping for the best.
No, I was mashing buttons as well.
Yeah, that's the
I
fighting
also
game
remember
experience.
playing Ikaruga at that same convention and like just wrecking like 4 levels of it without taking a hit.
Didn't we also? Well, you just there was just Ratchet 1 there for some
Yep.
reason, and you played it for like 5
You
seconds.
just tried breaking the game.
You just picked up the game for like 10 seconds, clicked through a wall, and then just left.
Yep.
That's awesome.
The best part is I got a crowd for doing that.
Like, yo, he just clipped through a wall.
Whoa,
Dude.
Dude, I remember end of my senior year at high school, you stop giving a shit at the end of the year because finals are coming up.
Right.
And I brought in my computer to school and I started playing Star Fox Assault at the end of class. there were just
What do you-
people
what do you
people
mean?
crowding around me.
It's amazing.
What do you mean you brought in your whole computer? I just brought in a memory stick with an
It was-
entire SNES emulator.
I
on
just-
It was
and played
it was
Final
my
Fantasy
laptop.
VI.
It was my laptop. I put it in my backpack and I took it to school.
See, if I put my laptop in my backpack and took it to school, I would have been expelled.
Crazy.
So I'd be too scared it would get stolen if I did that.
All that I have to
I'd be
say
too
about
scared
this is
for
that
people
my
to try
school
to
just kind of
steal
had
it,
Nintendo
right.
Wii's in the break area, so we
What?
just all
I'm
played
back.
Smash Bros every lunch.
When you could have
Imagine what funding is.
didn't you like at one point have the idea to just change like the desktop background for all the computers, Joey?
I could have fucking done it if I actually tried.
Anyways, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. I forgot you left, to be honest.
I didn't-
I didn't know he actually did leave.
I didn't know either.
We just went on a tangent, and I guess he just disappeared, you know?
I just was down. I went down to just see who was there. Cousins, children everywhere.
Ah, of course, that's why the dogs are so loud.
All at once?
Children everywhere.
Wait,
all at
it was
once.
children
For everything.
barking? That's actually quite normal.
Shout outs to Everything Everywhere All at Once getting a ton of Oscars. That was so good. What a
I
good
have
movie.
not watched
That
that.
movie's so good.
I don't know what it's about.
Wait, what movie?
Multiverse.
I think it's about
Everywhere, All at
everything,
Once.
everywhere, and all at once.
Yeah. It's about this like concept of different like,
Everything, everywhere,
universes, of course. And they're like specific characters who've literally experienced every universe at the same time, which is where the all at once thing is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a crazy movie.
So, what was I saying? Anyway, yeah, I think we've said all we need to say about the Super Mario show. Yeah, I think we
so.
said everything.
Yeah,
So,
did we?
and then-
Did we?
Wait, that was everything? Fucking mint.
I think so. I mean, it's a little muddied by the whole cocaine bear talk, but
Yeah,
I
think
enjoy
it's
it.
all
I-
good.
I'll say I'll say this much, like you've improved on, like, going from like your like the early chapters, you have improved a lot, Scrappy.
Yeah,
Thank
say
you.
something real quick, yeah. So, what was after that? I don't actually remember.
I think it
That's
wasn't it just
that's the last thing we read, but we
Okay.
still have to talk about the Nutcracker Scoob Redux. But I was waiting
Yeah.
for Sam.
ah right.
Yeah, well, it looks like he,
I don't know if he's coming
Isn't
back
that
at this
yet?
point. It's
yeah,
been a while.
yeah, if he's dealing with some sort of family drama, it's probably not gonna be back anytime soon.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's like, which one of yous forgot to flush the toilet after taking a shit?
God.
Specifically on his girlfriend's side. Respectable.
So this is the
Gonna throw hands with the mother-in-law.
so this is the story you wrote that was based on a Scooby-Doo episode or something.
Correct.
If I remember, it was specifically like a rewrite of that episode, right?
Yeah.
I guess you can call it that.
I don't want to be rude, so it is late for me, and I have a sleep schedule. Shocking.
Yeah, I mean you don't.
And I sort of stopped existing a little while ago when it came to the actual topic at hand.
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't go to sleep with the Americans?
Yeah.
No!
I mean, to be
Because
fair,
I'm not
I go to
allowed
sleep with the
to.
Australians, but that's a whole other story.
I woke up with the Australians. That's how bad my sleep schedule was.
All right, Joey, you're
now
free to go. Thank you.
I just imagine these guys just in Joey's bed, like.
Just a bunch of Australians.
No, I don't think I could imagine Australian men in my bed.
Dude
That
just
doesn't
wakes
sound
up
like
with
something
Steve
I
Irwin
would
right
want
next
to
to him.
wake up to find. Just like no.
Anyway,
I
you're free,
I
to,
meant, I
you're free to
meant,
go, Joey.
I meant Bed and Raideran.
You don't want to sleep with the Americans, that comment?
Why are you in my bed? Get the fuck out of my house!
I don't understand, it's cheaper here.
I doubt that for some reason.
It would actually be really fucking hard to get in here and not get kicked out of security because I live at work.
Hey, that just means that we get a new job too. Easy.
Yo.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, thank you, Joey, for your time. You're free to go. Have a good night.
Alright, well, good, maybe not, but a night, that's not exactly negotiable.
And if you pretend there's a sun out there, it'd probably come up. You know, there's always a sun out there, as a matter of fact.
It'll be there in 5 hours.
It's always morning somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
hey, the sun
always-
always exists, so it's always
It's
daytime.
always 5 o'clock somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
Like the English need that excuse. Alright, see ya. Hopefully I'll show up sometime this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Who knows?
Maybe. And maybe I'll stop being a sarcastic git about it as well.
Maybe.
Hey, it's funny. It's comedy.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
He's not going to be back for another year.
Probably not.
Yeah.
It's fun while
Happy
it,
we were able to
Lucky.
establish that real quickly.
it was fun while it lasted.
Yep.
Such confidence in your peers.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
get to
Nutcracker.
gonna kiss my own non-existent muscles a little more today. This was how long? What am I saying?
I'm getting
This was a marathon story to write. I just want you all to know that.
I believe it, yeah.
This was on crunch time.
It was because I had to make it out in time for the holidays, and we still didn't.
Oh
read it on
yeah,
Christmas.
this was the one you wrote like the day before, right?
I mean, writing it the day before. No, I was writing that sucker for about a month. I was just
Oh,
updating constantly.
there were other things that were done like the day before, but this is like, I guess a passion project for Scrappy, for lack of a better term.
For a short
Love it.
period of time, yeah.
Look, what's it called? TubiTV.com. The streaming service Tubi had the TUBI before anyone makes the near jokes. That streaming service had some Scooby-Doo shows on. So I was like, okay, let me watch these before they get taken off. And I was like, hey, you know, they got that Christmas episode that I used to watch as a kid. There's parts of this story that I think could be done with a rewrite. So I decided to rewrite it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen the actual episode itself, so I don't know how faithful it is. So I kind of just have to go by your word.
And my memory of this whole story is very shady because of specific reasons.
I don't think I want to know.
Oh yeah, weren't you like really tired for this one?
Yeah, I fell asleep.
Oh,
Oh,
memory
yeah,
of the
that-
story, not the memory of the episode. Okay, I thought.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, with the benefit of like hindsight, and by hindsight I mean like literally maybe 10 minutes after we finished the recording. Yeah, I feel like we should have probably maybe postponed it or had someone else be narrator because I was sick.
You know, I think if I was narrator, I wouldn't have fallen asleep.
I just remember the one time where when we tried singing and like you could hear none of it. Like we could hear it, but like you couldn't understand it.
It was mush. It was so good though. Okay.
It was pretty good, yeah.
That was a peak moment in story time.
And then well, I know like at one point I just started saying like random things.
And I started replying to you, and you didn't hear me at all.
Yeah, because I couldn't hear anything.
You threw me off so many times. I was just
Yeah, I go with the flow.
Yeah.
my flow had a cold.
You gotta do it with, you gotta do it with feeling.
Yeah. Put some real passion into it. So.
So
It was fun actually being like a part of it, like doing voices. Although Scrappy enjoys having me do like the high-pitched characters. For
yeah,
some
it's almost
reason.
like you make me voice a bunch of female characters in the stories you pick, Harry.
Yeah,
You were also
you're funny,
Scooby,
man.
weren't you, Harry?
I was, yeah, and I
was.
kept on like breaking.
It kept changing every time.
Yeah, my voice kept on like dying. Like it's so hard to keep that voice up.
Gotta really respect the Scoobs out there.
Indeed.
All of those Scooby voice actors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They're the real
Awesome.
homies.
Indeed.
I'm gonna need a lot of water when I end up voicing Donald, because you're gonna make me do that.
We need to do a Kingdom Hearts big stat. We need to get this to happen as soon as possible.
I mean,
Might I suggest Enzyte?
I was gonna say there's already. I mean, I was gonna say there's already one like in the
On the pile.
On the part, yeah. So eventually.
We have a DuckTales one to read, so we can really get into the
God.
Donald mood.
Oh gosh.
Funny because Huey, Dewey, and Louie have normal voices in the new one, so
It's funny because like they make it a joke how like Donald's voice is like really hard to understand.
oh, it's especially good because in the new DuckTales, there's an episode where Donald like fixes his throat or something.
That's what Harry's talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that's that. It's because they
Yeah, but
they just
like
like
that.
yeah.
That episode where he fixes his throat, it's like he sounds amazing.
Yeah, because Gyro puts like a thing inside his throat and it makes him
Yeah.
speak normally.
Dude sounds like Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
So good.
I can't
So-
imagine what a normal Donald voice sounds like.
It's shockingly
and-
cursed, right? Like we've experienced Donald for so long.
And then I was just like, have you been saying these kinds of things all the time?
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? It was. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm out of it.
It has been
By our standards, this is a slapdash anniversary episode.
I mean, it has been over 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
say
yeah.
it's an amazing anniversary episode.
It is the anniversary episode, one could say.
It is an anniversary episode of all time.
Oh gosh.
Gotta say, this is my favorite third anniversary of Storytime episode ever.
Oh God.
So, again, I don't have anything to say about it. Like, I enjoyed writing it. I can't even say I enjoyed reading it, but I enjoyed writing it. It was a decent showcase for all of us, including Sed, who just is doing something right now.
Yeah. Sometimes
yeah,
sometimes
go
I
on.
want to like go back and see if like there are any noises in the background for when I fell asleep.
Yeah.
Because when I woke up, my mouth was like on the mic.
Oh!
I think I remember hearing your breathing while you were asleep.
I don't remember. I didn't hear anything. So I don't remember hearing anything.
You don't remember much, so
It
Yeah, you
was
were
a long
asleep.
episode.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I stretched out like a 30-minute cartoon into that, but I did.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
that's what happens when you add stage direction.
Yeah, I guess so.
And remove voice direction.
You gotta do it all in one take. That adds a little bit of stuttering to the time. Oh, a lot of stuttering in my case, man.
I was just very. You could just hear my voice. Like I was even before like we reached like the end. I sounded like very short of breath. Like I was sick. Like, oh my gosh.
So
It was a good. It was just a fun story to write, and had what new stuff I did like working and trying to recontextualize old stuff to fit the new stuff. It's the Disney live action remake of fan fiction.
Well,
Speaking of live action remakes,
uh-huh.
So
I heard there was a Moana one.
Yeah, I heard something about
we'll
that
save
too.
we'll save that. We will save that in time. So just it was fun. I guess the one gag I just enjoyed writing a lot was just the bunny suit. Like that was just.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh my
Forgot
god, that
about
was
the
a
bunny
thing.
suit. Yeah. Putting Scrappy in the bunny suit, right? It was Scrappy.
Yeah,
right?
it was
Yeah.
Scrappy in a bunny suit.
oh yeah. I remember that now.
And like the fun thing about that is that like that can be like a totally what's the word? It can be a totally wholesome thing, but no one's gonna think of it as a totally wholesome thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a casino bunny kind of outfit.
No, not a Playboy bunny, just a regular bunny.
Regular bunny, yeah.
Casino bunny, like from Persona 5.
It's wow.
So
Maybe maybe it just looks
Oh,
like that
okay.
one bunny from Donnie Darko.
oh my gosh. Also, yeah, Harry, congratulations. You survived a 3-hour episode voicing Scooby. That is not to be taken lightly.
I
Jeez,
tried.
no wonder I fell asleep.
Yeah, it was
Like,
a
I was
long
wondering,
one.
like I was thinking, like, man, I feel like I experienced a decent bit of that episode, but at the same time, it's like none of it registers. That's probably why.
You were also
You-
minor. You were also
I got,
minor
like,
characters
yeah.
who were front loaded.
Yeah.
So like around the middle, you just stopped voicing characters.
Yeah. Then there was like
You were
one line in the middle that I was asleep for. And that's when
Yeah,
everyone
it was
realized,
the-
oh, he isn't here.
Like the stage, like the horse carriage driver, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, no, you just didn't want to do any major roles because you had just come off of narrating a 6-chapter Mortal Kombat story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
Like,
you
monologue.
specifically asked for minor roles.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, next time you're probably like wasn't someone who's important. I don't know who, but like I think we've like of all the stories we read, might be the most what's the word? I feel like this from this story on where I think we got better with like assigning cast members of characters for the most part.
Well, I mean, didn't we have that whole situation with the last thing we did where we didn't assign anything to anyone?
So
Aside
who's
from
gonna
that.
be Fred?
Yeah, okay. My
You
memory
go-
is bad.
You guys continue talking. I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Okie dokie.
Okay, we can do that.
Yep, that was the plan.
So- Wait, that means I don't have to look at like dynamic Splatoon footage. It won't make my eyes go screwy anymore. That's nice.
This is the part where I start to watch roller coaster POVs to do the exact same thing to my eyes.
Finally, the visual stimulus is over. Now I can look at the other half of the screen.
So
Ah, the Subway Surfers ended, finally.
like, it was just I like casting. Weird enough, casting the episodes is sometimes the most fun part of doing story time. Just
I
seeing what
really-
weird scenarios I can put you all through.
Yeah. Then having the occasional static character for when we repeat other stuff. 'Cause that's always fun.
It is like,
Yeah.
trying to keep track of who is like the de facto voice of a character is kind of screwy. I don't know. Like we've read
Yeah.
at least 5 Toho stories over the course of story time, and if you ask me to remember who is the Reimu, I don't know who it would be.
I have been Reimu every time.
And I was Marissa
Every time.
every time.
From the moment we joined, we were dubbed Reimu and
I can
Marissa.
barely remember breakfast on days anymore.
Armpits, armpits.
What?
Don't worry. Don't worry, it's just a Toho joke.
Just a Toho thing. You'd understand if you played Toho.
Yeah, you'd get it if you were
Yeah.
a real Toho fan.
Yeah. Only real Toho heads understand. Me, the
Anyway.
biggest Toho fan.
Clearly the biggest Toho fan in this chat.
Yeah. I love
Oh,
those
is it-
armpits. What can I say?
Anyway. Yeah, I feel like I'd say we mostly have solidified. We will revisit Scooby-Doo as a universe again, but I think we've mostly solidified our cast for like the regulars.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Fred. I mean, I like Fred, but I will pass Fred along to Tanner if he comes back.
You're telling me you don't want to be Fred Flintstone and Fred Scooby-Doo?
If I could get the voices right, maybe, but it's difficult. Like you could see, come on, listen to the episode, man. I was
Oh my
friggin'
god.
worn out actually listening, not listening,
I just
worn
came up
out.
with an amazing idea.
worn out trying to be Fred and Daphne. Like,
Okay. So hear me out. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
A fic with Fred Flintstone, Fred from Scooby Doo, and Freddy from Freddy versus Jason or Nightmare on Elm Street, and call it Fred, and Freddy.
well, I mean, that could
I would
work.
love it. I would love it
I
so
might-
much. How do
That's
you
really
edit that
funny.
stuff?
That's really
I would
funny.
love it so much. You have no clue.
You've got
Put a
two
pin on-
cartoon.
put a pin
You've
in
got
that
two
one.
cartoon characters and a slasher
Right.
villain.
Yeah, and they're running around doing Ed, Ed and Eddie stuff and eating giant jawbreakers. I love it. Yo, and they could even have an in-universe excuse for that because they're in their dream because of Freddy. Oh, it would make so much sense.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's genius.
Put a pin in that one.
It ends with Fred from Scooby Doo unmasking the real Freddy.
Robert England.
It just needs to be another Fred. No, it should be the Frederator, dude.
Who?
You haven't like ever watched like the end credits for like random Nickelodeon cartoons, and how like some of them would have like this like credit for the company
Studio.
Frederator. Yeah, for the studio Frederator, and like their mascot would like shoot down the words, and then you just hear a really high pitch, and that's his entire thing.
No.
So imagine like they take off the Freddy mask, and the dude just says Fredder. It's genius.
What's going on?
Hi,
We're just.
Fred, and Freddy.
I'll tell you later, Harry.
Yeah, we just came
So-
up with a new concept. Expect it for episode 100.
I see.
Scooby, okay, so I was saying while you were gone, I think we have a mostly solidified voice cast for like the Scooby regulars. Like Tanner originated Fred on this show, so like if he ever comes back, I'll pass that along because me voicing Daphne and Fred in that story was taxing on my lungs.
Just pass Daphne off to him, you know? That's just how it's gonna be now. The OG Fred is no more. It's all about that Neo Fred.
Ugh.
Yeah, the fan that wanted to be Daphne instead. I see how it is.
It's just I don't know. I don't know anymore.
So conflicted.
I will revisit Scooby-Doo for my stories down the line.
We need to read some manly stuff, you know? Stuff that's just full of men being men, you know?
Oh, like Homestar Runner. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, who wants to be a
We already read
strong
the Mortal
dad?
Kombat fic.
Yeah,
Deleted.
that was great. Yo, is there a Trogdor fic out there?
Trogdor.
got some,
Everybody's trying to sing the Trogdor song and everybody's cutting out. It's so good.
I say this: if we ever do Homestar, I'm voicing Coach Z.
I know next to nothing about Homestar Runner.
Me too.
Good job. Coach Z's got money, but not much.
Are there any As the film, or As the movie fics out there, huh?
If there is a Minesweeper, if there are Minesweeper stories, then there's probably that. And yeah, Minesweeper. We also read that this year.
Yo, but what about Laser Collection?
Dude, no, okay, Laser Collection has like a plot though, you know. Dr. Octagonopus and his son introduced in Laser Collection 3. Yeah, I remember the lore.
Oh,
That's crazy.
So yeah, thoughts on the Minesweeper story?
It was a story.
that is a very accurate depiction of what playing Minesweeper is like.
Yeah, true.
I don't think I was here for this.
You
Yeah,
weren't. This
When
was
was it?
last week's story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did something for April Fools. It was hilarious.
Minesweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, the basic gist of the story was, it's a kid playing Minesweeper.
Yeah.
And
No,
he's
it's a
an
kid
idiot.
living Minesweeper.
Oh, yeah, he was living Minesweeper, and he's an idiot. He sucks.
Oh,
Like he cloned himself and his clones went rogue.
you know what? At least that's a more creative concept than the spy thriller Tetris, rated R, by the way.
You mean the new Apple movie, Apple TV thing?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That movie's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, so
You're kidding.
you know.
First Cocaine Bear is good, now you're telling me that Tetris is certified fresh?
Tetris, the spy thriller that's based on a true story, certified fresh. Yes, sir.
Next, you're gonna tell me the Mario movie sucks.
I mean, I liked it.
I've yet to see it, so
The-
Yeah,
are we talk-
I'm not watching it until next week.
I'm talking about the new one or the live action.
well, if you check with critics, it's the same either way.
Anyways, take a shot every time I say anyways. You will be drunk as a
Yeah,
skeleton.
it's a pretty good drinking game for this one in particular, huh?
Dude, that's just my dialogue.
Anyways,
So we talked about the Nutcracker Scoob, I think.
yeah,
there was something there.
something there.
Again,
I
this is
think
why
I
I.
was-
This is why I call you people in. Commentary, I think, would be just a little more. Tanner usually remembers the stories we read when he's not here.
Oh.
Not that he read the Scooby-Doo story, but
Yeah, I don't remember Tanner being there.
no, it was myself, you, Adriva, Harry, and then
I wouldn't say I was
Zed.
there. I know I was there physically, but spiritually I was not there.
The lights were on, but no one was home.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think. Oh gosh, yeah. I think that's about all I've got for year 3. I guess I don't know. I guess to wrap it up so we can go to sleep. Favorite moment from this year.
Favorite moment, period.
Oh my
period. I
god.
Favorite moment.
I mean, I've already said the favorite things you've read, but favorite moment, I don't know. I mean, I
Pretty
get.
obvious what my favorite thing was.
I guess the Enzite thing is pretty funny.
That was so good. Like, just so perfect.
Yeah.
Enzite is a funny recurring gag we have here at the B Team. Here
Yeah.
at B Team Studios.
BT
We
Studio.
joke about Enzite.
Like, I think what makes it so, like, amazing is that, like, first of all, I had no clue what male enhancement even was. Like, even at that point, I was like, man, what even is male enhancement? So I looked it up, it was like, oh, it makes sense how that is how that was fraud now, you know? The fact I was shocked that it was fraudulent, just everything about that whole situation was beautiful to me. And everybody just rolled with it. We were like, yeah, Enzite. Let's talk about Enzite while Harry's going to the bathroom.
and we don't shut up about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Beautiful moment.
Okay,
Iconic moment in
favorite.
B-Team history.
If I had to nominate something, it would just be like Tanner riffing off of future Mario Bros.
That was, yeah, okay, yeah, that's
As much pain as it gives me that Mario is racist, I do think it's funny how Tanner rolls with it.
Hey, to be fair, you know, racist Mario, deep roots in internet culture, okay?
It is. It is deeply rooted in internet culture of the late 2000s, early 10s.
So it was on point, you know, it was brand worthy, yeah. Pretty Mario-like.
Anyways, take a shot. Was it?
Hold on, I gotta open my orange soda real quick.
Yeah, let me grab my water bottle and take a sippy.
sippy.
I guess I don't know.
dippy,
Favorite
dip.
character to voice, and Harry, you've got like maybe just 2 options total.
What, me? What favorite character? Yeah, it was just Scooby and, was it Tina or something?
Tiny Tina.
Yeah. I guess it would have to be Scooby, because as harder as it was to keep it consistent, it is fun to do dumb voices like that.
I guess I can give my favorite moment before I talk about character voices. And I did enjoy. Yeah, pardon me. I enjoyed, I guess, our Tanner and I's opening riffs when we like did the first session for Future Mario Brothers. But just us very much getting into the idea that this edgy story is still taking place in the colorful Mario universe.
Yeah.
Tanner riffing Waluigi being there and just like feasting on chicken bones for no reason was funny.
That's the good stuff, you know. Who needs the broth when you can have the bone? And is that all for you, my sir?
I enjoy, there's stuff I enjoy in every episode, I just can't recall everything. In terms of something that's within the text of the story itself, the chase montage scene that Scrappy doing the Creep Kids just, it felt at home.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that felt good.
Chase montage was pretty good to see.
I like the doctor part. Found the doctor part funny.
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
I just scratched like the super classic cartoon gag bone in my body.
Yeah.